Hello! Welcome to the Brandenburg Concerto.
What? That's not right.
I don't even know what that means.
It's the music that I'm playing right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our game of Stars Without Number with the crew of the Gloved Molotov. Episode 42, Ash's very favorite.
Wait,
And
can I interrupt real quick before you start the recap? So there's some amazing artwork by Kit on the art channel, and I love it so much. It's so great. It's of Darius, Dr. Charles, I believe, as far as I can understand, and Catalina, and I love them. They're great. Well, it doesn't make sense to me as the other characters. I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but I love them. Oh, hi. Thank you for I love them! They're great!
Yep, it's very cute art.
Yes! Aren't they the best?
Oh.
Okay.
In pits or muscles, somebody on a chair, and two people with syringes. No, hang on. No, that's just the end of the Molotov.
It's a Molotov. They're great. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. I couldn't help myself. I love them too much.
Especially with the long hair and the tits on their arms.
What?
Is that meant to be lucky?
What? Oh! I didn't see those! Oh my god!
Oh,
They're muscles!
it's Lucky with the Vesuvius.
Oh my god!
Hello.
I love them so much! Oh my god. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I wanted to point out, because Kit was like, I can't draw, but I really want to do fan art. I'm like, no, these are amazing. These are genuinely beautiful. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I love art, even if it is just stick figures.
I am changing my profile picture.
I've made a new channel called Crap Talk during game that makes more sense than using our strength planning.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, you can also post stuff in the memes channel. That's memes, and everyone can see that.
Okay.
I'm done.
Are we
Sorry,
good?
Rory. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm so done. I am.
Well, Ash, since you are back, but probably heard me because you had the headphones on before, it's episode 72.
Yes.
Ash is very happy. He's keen as a bean to kick down these people's door and make all of our problems theirs. Because that's how this party does things.
No,
So,
we don't kick it down the door, we blow up the door.
No, we
When
sneak
last-
in and then blow up their basement.
When
Apparently
last
that's
we
the
saw the-
plan. Sorry.
when last we saw the party, they were dealing with the fact that I'm having a hard time talking while also resizing the people for the house. This is not going to be as conducive as I would like it to be. I'm just going to stop resizing people and use my words, and then while you're vanning to yourselves, I will resize things at my leisure. Anyway, last session, the party were in the midst of their final preparations for going into the Hanna mansion during a party and trying to gain access to the basement or some other aspect of it in order to free Ani, Catalina's sister, and maybe do some other nefarious things along the way. Unbeknownst to Dr. Charles, the person whose home they're going to be invading is actually his boss's boss. As Dr. Kisa from the Spike Drive Institute reports directly to Yakub Hanna, the Senator for Applied Sciences. As Hanna was touring the facility, he encountered Dr. Charles and learned that Yakub is a bit of a cultural appropriator when it comes to Alftis. He spent a semester abroad on Alftis doing some study there in his youth, and is now applying the tenets of Alftis culture in the scientific respect to Yakuto. Realizing that he had someone he thought to be a like-minded individual nearby in a similar field, he invited him out to lunch to the place where Catalina has been working. Dr. Charles was given a very polite grilling, as as Yakub wanted to know what kind of academic chops Dr. Charles had, and eventually found out that he was somewhat capable. And so Yakub gave Dr. Charles an assignment. And thanks to the progress he has made through it, he was given an invitation to attend the party as a guest. Also, during this encounter, Catalina was able to snag one of Yakub's hairs. A fact that cannot be overstated in its impressiveness, given stuff. Meanwhile, Dmitri thought it would be a good idea to bone up on his ability to use something a bit more cumbersome than a vac suit.
Did you just say bone up?
I did.
He did.
I don't think I boned up was. Oh, never mind.
Well, your bones were in all manner of states of disarray, as you unfortunately aren't as trained as you need to be to operate a suit of power armor. So while Dmitri struggled to remain upright, he was peppered with beanbag rounds fired at him by Mordeaux while trying to complete an obstacle course assembled by Lockie, who thought that a trial by fire was the perfect way to give him a crash course in power armor use. It went about as well as could be expected, given the situation, but overall, it was good practice, which was nice. Now, after that, the party converged and had a conversation about exactly what they were going to do about the Yakub party situation, and figured out more specifically where their plans and skill sets were best put to use. Catalina is planning on sticking with her plan to infiltrate. Mordeaux is planning on sneaking into the electrical room, causing some chaos, and then in the midst of the chaos, sneaking to the elevator. Dr. Charles is going to walk in as a guest. Lockie and Pym are going to be posing as maintenance crew, working at a manhole on a street nearby. And Dmitri is going to be running ops and coordinating both this team and the team of psychic assassins from a remote, undisclosed location. Probably the same safe house that the psychics are planning on taking Ani once they extract her from the Hanna mansion. So, with all that said, is there anything you want to say to me in terms of your plans, your prep, or anything like that you want to have been done before you go in?
I bought a shotgun.
Okay. Done.
And tried to finish off the crossbow.
I may change the music for this part of the conversation as the concerto was supposed to be like very snooty party music as opposed to this kind of thing. I will cue the underground bass.
I get the thing from from Sparks. What's the thing called again? I forgot.
The
watch?
No, I already got that. Yeah.
The thing to do the hack.
Yeah.
Line shot.
Thank you. I just for some reason had a mental blank.
It's all good. I have I blanked as well, but I was able to unblank. So yes, you make a note that you have one line shunt that is pre-written to apply some chaos. It's got a hack built into it that if placed in the electrical room will attempt to disable security and will just cause chaos and nuisance.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll give it to Mordeaux. It makes the most sense because that's what you're doing, aren't you, Chris?
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
I still think that my idea to be entertainment was a better use of my talents.
I did say you can be you entertainment.
Yeah, but nobody else seemed to the idea.
It makes more sense though to be, I don't know, emissary?
Inside than outside?
You are going with other monks, no?
Duh.
You will save Ani. Look after her.
Oh, okay, so the entertainment will be the extraction team.
Well,
More
hang
or
on.
less.
I thought that the other monks were they were gonna do a stealth operation. They were just gonna like get in, steal Ani, like basically kidnap her and take her out.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that was the discussed plan.
so if you want to, as Dimitri, do anything else, you can do anything. At this point, Catalina is more like, what do you want to do? You go do that, rather than like trying to make a cut plan, if that makes sense. So it's up to you what you want to do, Nick.
Indeed. I was just doing my recap based on the last information I had available.
I couldn't remember. I struggle to remember what happened yesterday, let alone a week ago.
That's right. I do recaps.
Yeah, it's good. Usually when you do the recap, then I start to remember, but yeah, otherwise it just doesn't stay in my head. I don't know. I'll see.
That's okay.
Maybe I will try and
Because you were
do a
planning to
religious
use
recital or something.
you were planning on using Molly and Arnold.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's also like limited capacity in what they can do.
Bear in mind, anywhere you are positioned, as long as you're positioned with the psychics, they have a teleporter with them who can teleport their entire team, including you. So you can be wherever you want to or need to be, as long as they have a rough idea of where they're going.
I'll just hang out with him then.
Cool.
That makes the most sense.
I need some more grenades.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
I said grenades, not demo charges.
You don't need
That's
anything.
real
more explosive.
bad.
Maybe
Oh
you
no,
need more
you're part of
Molotov.
distraction extraction.
Yeah,
Just-
distraction extraction. I would like some more demo charges. I've only got 2.
Oh, actually, that is something that I will do. I will set up basic remote triggers for the 2 demo charges I have.
You know that Arnold has been training to carry demo charges, yes?
I mean, yeah, but you know who that bird belongs to, right? Yeah, look, if that
But
bird...
he is a free creature. He can say yes or no.
Yeah, sure. Right up until he gets injured, and then we don't get the option of yes or no whether our heads stay attached.
Oh no. Carry on.
You can't just go, oh no. And be like, carry on.
Can I get
LTM.
access
Can.
to some more demo charges?
Pardon?
Can I get access to some more demo charges?
Absolutely not.
I wanted to set up like that scene from what's it called?
I cleaned out the
Kingsman.
Man. Yeah, the thing-
Yes, that's nice. Absolutely not.
yeah.
You mean more like V for Vendetta?
You got to remember, Ash. I cleaned out the man for a start.
I know.
And we also pissed him off, so he's not exactly going to give me any of us another contact.
Also, I as the DM have seen what one demo charge can do to a well-designed dungeon. The fact that 2 of you each have 2 is not good.
I mean, I'm not using it for getting in. I'm using it for distractions on getting out.
Still not good.
I think we have.
Can I get some grenades then?
You can get 2 grenades
Better than 0.
at double the price.
That's fine by me.
Catalina,
Can I get, like, say, a ship weapon?
Oh, sure thing. Do you want to ship with that, buddy?
No, he just wants to mount it on a car.
Oh god.
You know, hover tank.
Mm.
Rory.
I thought we were done with the grav tank.
Rory, why do you even listen to us anymore?
Grab tank is forever, Rory. Forever.
Endorphins.
I feel so sorry for you.
So I have
I
a
will go look-
question. Sorry, you go
Mhm.
I will go look for a place that sells imported alcohols, if there are any, and look for a bottle of Elfdus whiskey.
Okay.
Because I'm going to a party, I can't go empty-handed. That's not the way we do things.
Okay. Now, weirdly enough, this is a perfect situation to roll a culture Alfdis roll.
That
Can
it
I
is.
assist with culture,
With-
Yakuda?
Yes, actually, you can.
Oh, no, wrong dice. 7 plus 1, I think.
You get a +1, Dr. Charles.
What's that using?
You can use charisma or wisdom, your choice.
I will use wisdom then, because that makes it a 7 plus 1, 8. Because I think I've only got a 0 in culture Elfdus. I don't.
Okay.
So 8.
It takes you a few hours of like wandering around and checking the internet, but you are able to find a small dispenser in the high-end swanky ass neighborhood, like corner store for really rich people that has what you're looking for.
I will go there.
It will cost you 500 credits.
That is fine.
It is both refreshing and distressing the small amount I've had to use the female section of this random name table. Stupid misogynistic planet drives me nuts. Anyway.
So something Catalina wants to do is, would she have had time to work on making a very small smoke bomb?
You have, based on the last date I gave you, you had a week and a half. So yes, you do.
Okay. What roles do I need to do?
I assume that the intent. Well, I assume that the intent is to make it be entirely chemical and not electrical to get past any security.
Mm-hmm. Entirely chemical, as
Okay.
small as possible. Even if that means she has to like manually like activate it, so it's like 2 compartments, and she activates it, and they combine.
There you go. Yeah, fair enough.
But she,
That would be a
Smashes on the
science
ground
roll,
and then she
actually.
smashes it on the top.
I want to make it as small as possible so I can smuggle it into the party. What was that? A science roll? With
Yes, a
with
science roll
intelligence?
with intelligence.
Would you
Oh,
have
I
told me
lost
that
a
you do
dice.
this? Because I would have helped. If
Probably. It would have been mentioned. I don't know which dice fell. I think it was this one.
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
a science roll.
It's a 9.
That's a plus
Yep,
1.
science
I got
roll.
a 10 on the dice.
9 plus, excellent, a 10. How large were you hoping for the yield of this smoke bomb to be?
Big enough to take up the space in a hallway. So, like, with the map that's currently visible, we'll say, kind of like, okay, how do I make this do the thing other ways?
I'm not currently looking at that map. I will go over to the next.
Not that one.
So about
like-
so, go.
Yeah, like just a hallway space. So if I needed to escape for whatever reason, from whatever situation, I could like set it off in a hallway, and then it would create a smoke screen they can't see past in a hallway.
Okay.
In a big
I'd
room,
say
it wouldn't be very effective.
I'd say it's possible, and you, under instruction from Ava, design the two individual halves of this smoke bomb to be exactly the same thickness and dimensions of a credit card. So you store both halves of the reaction in your wallet, and can then just pull it out, like place them together, and just crack, and then it starts a very volatile reaction that just goes.
Cool. And they call them credit card smoke bombs.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing she wanted to do, but I think wouldn't actually make sense, so she won't.
Okay.
Actually, bugs, like tracking bugs. So like little tracing bugs.
You have a motto for that.
No, I mean like, so we can track someone's location. So I can like drop it on someone.
You have a motto for that.
What do you mean?
He has the tagger Nanite's cyberware.
Okay, but he can't do it where I am, that's all. That's okay.
Fair enough.
I can put tag and nanites on anything, and then if you can plant that on someone, you can use it.
Good point.
That's fair.
So if you have a conversation, you could basically just give Mordo like a handful of like buttons, and he can tag each of them ahead of time.
If it's a nanite.
I will raise, if I'm doing a handful of buttons, that's going, as written, tag and nanites cost system strain per use. If I'm doing a handful of items, I would say each individual button would require system strain.
I only want one, and I want it to be as
tag
small as possible. So I would find something as small as possible that it could fit on. And it's only so that I can tag Yakub should I need to.
Well, yeah, a
Poker
single
chip?
button is fine. All right.
Got to place a poker chip on someone?
Yeah, why not?
Where have we done that before? Wonder.
No idea what you're talking about. No idea.
Yeah,
so
slight
tag-
skills in that area.
Diabolical.
So that'll last 48 hours.
Yeah, so you can do it like
The morning
I the morning of, have that ready so it'll last as long as possible. Cool. You have that.
Yeah, actually, can I do that the night before so I get the system strain back?
Yeah, sure.
Sick.
Okay. I am kind of okay with my prep. I'll need to do a little bit more, but that's okay. So anything else? Anything else?
I think that was all I was wanting to do.
Okay.
I did want. I mean, I won't have time to repair the reactor, but I did want to set up the anti-vehicle laser into just like some carry cases so that it was not obvious that it was a weapon as well, like I did with the railgun.
Okay. Wait, so you're disguising the anti-vehicle laser that's built into the mech?
No, I have an anti-vehicle laser as well. I'm disguising that one.
Where'd you get that?
I've had that for a while now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You made a very strange request.
Yep.
From
I just
that
haven't
guy.
used it yet.
Also, something else I actually want to do, which I've been meaning to do for ages, and I keep forgetting, is
Mhm.
send a message to Anton. No, is it Anton?
It's Anton, yes. The guy from the place.
The one who, like, basically saved us from jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anton.
Okay, Anton. Cool. I'm going to send a message to Anton and essentially request a status report of the mission that they were doing for us.
Which mission was that?
The pre-tech cache retrieval.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Well-
we made the deal that I gave them a bunch of data, or Darius gave them a bunch of data in exchange for them to check out the pre-tech cache, and we get first dibs on stuff they can take the research.
Right. Honestly, I had forgotten about that. But you guys make a lot of deals, so I'm not going to be mad at myself for being forgetful.
That's fine. It's our
Yeah.
job as players to also remember things too, Rory. You
Exactly.
can't remember everything, but
I have a very big sector.
I remembered it was Darius information though, so Nado would never bring it up.
I kept forgetting to mention it in stream, but it is something she would have endeavored to do because it's something she's like invested in. So
Okay, well, type me up the message and send it out. I will. I'll tell you this for nothing. There's the number you have for Anton isn't in system, so it'll take some time to get a response. But you can send that out.
yeah, that's okay. I presumed as much.
Also, don't judge me for using exactly the same random stand-in Mook tokens that I asked Alice to generate for the party in the Fall of Grace. I could not be bothered making any other people, and they fill a room just as well.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. It's a party. Yes, there we go.
Never changed.
We still can't see the map, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
We're just like, you do you, Rory. We have no idea what you're on about, but yeah.
I'm playing with a map and populating it with people because I want there to be people in the map because it's a party and I want to mess with you all. So
I'm so stressed that I want more food.
anything else?
No.
Not that I can think of.
I'll write up that message.
Okay. As you do that, I will set the scene on the day. It's like, I don't know, it's like the 12th? Is that a good day for it? Yes. It's the 12th of October. October? It's the 12th of... No, is it? God. What month is it in game?
I think it's August, September.
I'm just going to dog ear this page. I'll read it later.
No, you might be right. I think it might be late September, early August. Oh wait,
That's not how dates work.
no. We're in November.
No, we can't be in November. Oh, no.
My last note was the 3rd of November, and it was a Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, it is November. Wow, time flies, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm gonna say it's like the 12th of November. It's a nice number, date. And on the day in question, Kathleen, you have been called into work extra specially early because the Supreme wants to look over how everyone is presenting themselves, make sure everybody's formal work uniforms are up to snuff and looking nice and shiny.
Catalina makes sure Ivan does her a once over before she leaves for work.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He makes sure she's crisp and clean and polishes all of your buttons and everything is nice and presentable.
Can we make it the 5th of November?
I don't need it to be Guy Fawkes Day right now.
Turn up in a Guy Fawkes mask and be like, "Wah, bam!"
Blow up everything. No! So yes, Adelina skedaddles early and is being grilled and made sure that her abilities are up to snuff for this engagement. Dr. Charles, you have many more hours to prepare as the party is kicking off around 2 p.m. So
I will make sure to wrap the bottle nicely and get my tux out and prepare myself properly. And
yes, a tux.
Or the fur off it?
brand new tux. There better not be fucking fur on it.
Beautiful tuxedo, and you look resplendent.
Looks like a penguin.
I was gonna say,
Wow.
is he a tails man?
He should be a tails man. That'd be great.
I see him as more as a waistcoat and vest, fob watch and everything.
Very dapper. Yes, I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I definitely have a fob watch.
Yeah, English gentry.
Getting in the best.
He's more a
It's a full three-piece tux.
He's more a Roosevelt than a stay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to acquire the assets for you guys. Wait, no, I want to go to the Shady Creek. That's all of you. And so I will also be bringing along the mech suit, as Lockie is piloting it in the field for the very first time. Plop. Okay, Catalina, you are over here serving. Charles, me by the door. What-
One thing I did want to try and get, if I could actually,
Mhm.
was to get Ivan to drop us off at the supposed construction site, and get with a fake kind of construction van or something. Don't think the bus would work because it's too big, but if they've got something like just an old truck or something that we could use.
Probably, and if not, if you planned ahead enough, you could have paid a visit to the junkyard, bought like an old beater, spent the day making it roadworthy, and bring that. If you're going to do that, just subtract like five grand in credits.
Yep, and I'm gonna bring the Romnipotent inside there as well,
Okay.
in case we need extra firepower.
Right. That is also good to have prepared. So, I say for the final time, anything else?
Sorry.
It's all good.
I think we're good. We're just really nervous, man.
It's okay. Catalina, you are the first to arrive. And therefore you are going to be the only one to see what's occurring for now.
Which is convenient because I have the stream.
Indeed. Now, bear in mind, all of these other people in the house aren't actually in the house yet.
Okay. Yep.
So I will actually hang on. It's maybe a bit much. I will go here and here. Ooh.
Can you put them on another layer, or is that?
I'm about to do that. Yes, I'm going to push everybody who isn't here yet onto the GM layer. So you have a better idea of what's going on. Yes. GM layer. How does that look?
I can see this person, these people.
That's fine.
And this one. And then
All of these
all
people
the
in
people
this
you
room.
just moved, yeah.
Yes, all good. So yes, you make your way into this building via the servants' entrance here, as it would behoove you to actually use the front door of this house. That's for guests. You are the help.
She's fine with that. She's used to that.
Mm-hmm. You make your way through the scullery and pass into the service kitchen, which is where most of the actual food prep is going to be going on. This is like the dining and show kitchen, where actually, you know what? Stuff it. You can all see this. I'm not going to explain this twice. So,
Also, quick
my God.
kudos. This map looks fucking sick as, man.
big fancy
I could
house.
take in someone's real house and turned it into a map for us.
Yes, I've literally done that.
No, but like it's still it
Don't give away
looks
your
good.
secrets.
Yeah. So, approaching this house, it has two stories with the occasional balcony wrapping around the outside. And down here is the ramp that leads into the underground car park area, which had Lockie going, oh boy, sports cars, as he is wont to do. So Kathleen arrived here and entered via the service entrance. Actually, there would be
Where's
like
the
a
service
van.
entrance? Sorry.
It is here on the to the south of the map, near the ramp.
Oh, so here,
So
or
down
is it
here.
over here?
It's down. It's part of the house.
Gallery
Oh,
and
I
then
see it. I see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you probably would have arrived with a van. So the van would probably be parked like, I'm going to say here. So there's actually room for a vehicle that size to fit. Maybe not. Actually, no. Yeah. I'm going to make it a bit narrower. Squatter. So yes, van pulls up, is full of supplies. Everybody piles out, starts carrying like chafing dishes and catering equipment out, and make their way in through the service entrance, pass through the scullery into the service kitchen, where most of the prep work is going on, and you see that already hard at work are four individuals. All of them are dressed in exactly the same way that you saw how Ani was dressed when she was at the market. And as you are passing through, you don't even have to make a check to realize that one of them is Ani, and she is currently hard at work chopping vegetables.
Catalina does her best to hold her poker face.
Mm-hmm. And then you make your way out to this area.
But she's happy to see Ani's doing okay. Like, she's just like, it's a sense of relief, but she's also trying to not let on that she knows who she is.
Mm-hmm. You make your way out into the show kitchen, and while your token is looking badass, you're probably dressed quite similarly to the other servers, which is like long-sleeved white shirt, crisp grey waistcoat with in your case, a nice white headscarf.
I'm gonna see if I can make a thing.
Okay, sure thing. When you come out, the Supreme starts barking orders to get things in order, and you are immediately have like 1,000 things to do to get ready. So are kept quite preoccupied while a conversation goes on behind you. The Supreme. Oops, I put Yakub on the wrong layer. You can come back onto the token layer. Hello. He is present.
A lot of these figures, by the way, don't have name tags. I'm not sure if they're meant to.
They didn't, but the ones that you know are visible.
Okay, cool.
So
No, that's fair.
I mean, you would also know the names of your co-workers, but I'm not going to take the time to randomly roll them up unless it becomes relevant.
That's fine. That's fine.
they're all called you girl or you boy. Get over here.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up this mess. Make this table. Set this.
Okay, so as you are preparing, as one would prepare for a feast, I am unsure of the details, but you're preparing, you're getting things in order. It's all very industrious and well practiced. The Supreme enters and is like, "Ah, Yakub, my friend, it is so good. It is so good to see you. I am so happy to be here doing this event for you." And Yakub approaches and says, "Yes, it's going to be quite the affair, wouldn't you say? Allow me to introduce my wife. This is Alima, and this very refined, beautifully dressed woman wearing like a very flowy, like pink and orange, like formal dress, like comes from around the corner and does the whole like enchanté thing to the Supreme. He gives her a gentle bow, but they don't touch. And he says, "I am so looking forward to this event. It's going to be quite the affair." No, and as they're like chatting about all the food being prepared and the excitement, you see two young-ish children kind of just like being cheeky in the background. I have the information on the kids. One is like an age, and the other is another age. I've got 14 and 11. Oh, yes. I've got a 14-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl are just messing around in their formal wear, just like being kids, being dumb in the background, in anticipation of having guests arriving. Are you going to do anything in particular while this is going on?
Catalina is just listening as best she can to the conversations. She's not going to interject. She doesn't want to make herself too noticed.
Okay. Well, the extent of the conversation is basically just him explaining the order of operations for the event, which you have already been briefed and grilled on. Of like, here's when this course is happening, and here's when all these details are taking place, which you assume is a conversation that has been had with Yakub previously, and so the Supreme is just touching base and making sure that they are on the same wavelength, which they appear to be. And you continue to prepare in the kitchen and maintain your cover as best you can. Meanwhile, Brain, Lucky, and Pim, you are in the. I'm going to call this a ute. So it's a pickup truck, flatbed on the back. You've got like a winch attached to the back that you can help to like pull the mech suit up onto the back. So it's like, so the mech suit is currently strapped down in a seating position on the back of the pickup, and you're just driving down the street, happy as Larry. I assume dressed in some kind of like officious business jumpsuit.
Kind of like some coveralls or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be going down into what is meant to be a sewer, so want to look the part. Although I did want the Romney to be hidden on it if possible. Maybe under a tarp or something if I need to.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen have those like big, like sealed metal tools chests where traders can like put tools in there, lock them, and have them be secure.
Yeah.
You could have found one of those large enough to put in the Romney if you like.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, basically, my supposed tool chest and stuff will be the railgun and Vesuvius and anti-vehicle lasers.
Okay. So I will inform you of where exactly you're going on the map. So I'm going to bump you and Alice over to the capital city map just for a sec to show you where you are in relation to the party.
Yes.
So Catalina's come for work.
Yep.
I've come as a guest. Lockie's come for war.
Yes.
Go like the fuck. He's better equipped than most of the Yakutan army.
What's wrong with that? I'm very okay with that.
That's a good thing. We rely on that. It keeps us safe.
Lockie only ever goes to war.
So, if you, if those of you on the map will please direct your attention to the northeast of the walled section of the city, in the area labeled upper class housing.
Yep.
There is one house near the bottom of that area labeled Hanna Mansion.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You would probably be, I'm gonna say, working on the side of the road around like here. So you're roughly around the corner. It's the nearest but least conspicuous large manhole cover you could find to like pretend to be doing work on.
Yeah, something where I'm out of line of sight, so they can't really see me and they won't question anything because it's a bit convenient work happening out the front of fancy event.
So you are there with your suit and Pim, and I'll also drop in a ute just for good measure to remind us all of what's happening.
If people get the opportunity, look at the art channel again because Pim's been done and it's hilarious.
Oh my god. Show me. I must know. Oh! I'm meant to be running a game here, Kit! Come on!
Oh my god, I love it! Oh my god, someone tag Mikhail! Someone tag him!
double tag.
He could use the giggle right now, so yes, please do.
He's very sad that he couldn't join us for tonight. He's got internet problems, unfortunately.
Yay, Australia!
Yay, Australia.
So yes, Lockie, you are here and you are working on stuff with your big mech friend and your ute.
Yep.
You pull up, jump out the back. I assume as soon as possible, jump into the mech suit to reduce the time that your face is visible, Mr. Most Wanted.
Yes, definitely so. I mean, I was going to be wearing like a hard hat and everything and keep it down over the face of everything as well. But yeah, like if anyone's nearby, deliberately be conveniently looking the other way or anything like that, so they can't get any good view of my face as well.
Okay. And you and Pim get to work.
Catalina looks
So
like
he'll probably be the one. He'll probably be the one going up and down into the hole, and I'll be in the mech suit working.
Yeah. So Pim is very begrudgingly putting on like an all-body climbing harness, and you're like messing with the strap to like lower him in from his back, so he's just dangling in very Mission Impossible style. Yep, exactly that.
I mean, he's in Echo. He can definitely do the face swap thing.
Yes, he can.
You lower him face first into the ship, yeah?
He's a bot. He can't smell it.
Mm-hmm. Dimitri, your location is relatively irrelevant considering the fact that you are accompanied by teleporters, but I will give you some context as to your location. I will also bring you over to the big map. You have already been to one safe house, kind of to the south of the walled portion of the city near the industrial district, but there is most likely one a bit closer to the like swanky part of town. Not in the swanky part, but close. But where would it be? I should have thought about this sooner. I'm good at this.
On the right-hand side, closer to the wall.
Fair enough. I'll say that there's like what's a good venue for chicanery? Here.
I drew you a circle. It's a terrible circle, but
I cannot see the circle. I am blind. What color are you? You are red.
Red color. It's just below the gate on the right.
There you are. Right, yes, I can see it now. That seems like a fine place to have a safe house. It's near a gate. It's out of the way. I'm gonna say it's a nursery for like plants and whatnot.
Is it a children's nursery? Like what?
No, like a nursery for plants.
Think of the children, man.
Yeah. So the majority of the north section of this place where you are is just one big greenhouse, and this section next to it is a 3-story structure that the ground floor houses a shop to sell plants, and the upper 2 floors were used as an apartment previously, but now it's kind of fallen into it had fallen into a state of disrepair, but the underground movement installed like a pair of agents to maintain the place and use it as a safe house just in case. So you and the psychics are holed up there. You've got like a rudimentary, like holographic computer rig, and you can call people and talk to people if you wish to.
Okay.
All right. That is where you are. Now, next question is for Mordeaux, who I'm also bringing onto this massive map. You know what? Everybody. Just because I feel like Dr. Charles would also want to know where his friends were in relation to this lion's den that he's walking into. So, Mordeaux, you are... Britta, you're going to be sneaking around the back of the house, aren't you?
Yeah, or scaling the wall, so...
Cool. Okay, so it's possible that you might ride to near the location with Lockie or Dimitri.
I'd probably be really, really close to the wall, dressed as a homeless man with a cardboard box with a shotgun in it.
Okay. So you mean the external, like perimeter wall of the city, or the wall of the mansion?
The wall of the mansion.
Okay, you're walking into a high-end, wealthy district dressed like a homeless man with a shotgun.
I mean, I can pick pretty much. No, he's got the cardboard box and that has the shotgun in it. But
Mhm.
I mean, he can pretty much pick anything. A delivery man with booze bottles over the top of a shotgun. I don't know. There's heaps of things.
Yeah.
He'd literally just pick something and go, yeah, that would work. And then 20 minutes later, when it seems like the delivery guy has been hanging around too long, he's suddenly a different delivery guy. And then a different delivery guy. And now he looks like a neighbor. And now he
Doesn't
looks like
matter,
a new person. Like, he'd just be changing constantly.
Chris. It doesn't matter what you are. If you're in the service industry, you're invisible.
Effectively.
Just got back from work. So yes, you are.
Dude carrying a ladder while wearing a high-vis vest. They
Yeah.
can get in anywhere.
Or a clipboard.
Yep.
Clipboard and a pair of overalls. Get in everywhere. What are you doing here? I'm just looking for. Oh, okay, no worries.
I'm just looking for the. I didn't say what it is.
Yeah, no,
Nobody cares.
that's enough.
You know, the thing.
Just fine. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, so you are nearby, just waiting for your moment to strike when you're going to be called in to do the gambit. And finally, Dr. Charles. At this point, you are likely riding in a cab en route to the location.
I thought I was being dropped off by the fancy car.
Yes, you're correct. There's fancy cars.
Another quick question.
Mhm.
What's this event for? And does Yosef have a wife?
Yakub has got a wife, but you do not know that. Actually, you had a file on him from other people. So yes, you would know that he has a wife. Not her name, but that he has one.
I would go grab a bouquet of flowers as well.
Okay. So yes, you have
Interesting,
Ivan.
with demo pack in it.
No!
So
You press this one flower and you drop it and run away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you are about to roll out of the secret base, you have your wrapped bottle of wine dressed in your tux, and you see Ivan is also wearing a suit, but he has on one of those like driver's caps and is standing next to a very well polished, pretty like fancy car, and you're like, oh boy, it's just like home. Let's go.
It's not a grab car, but it'll do.
In a pinch. You hop into the back, are more than able to find a place to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way, and are able to pull up at the venue. And now at this point, I'm going to switch everybody back to the mansion.
I thought you were going to say manslaughter then. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, no, same thing.
Come on, Alice, give it time.
I mean, it's not manslaughter if it's intentional.
Okay.
We can't argue self-defense.
From your perspective, Catalina, food is prepared. You are working hard preparing like small fiddly hors d'oeuvres and finger food, making sure everything has been stored correctly, and basically preparing in anticipation of the evening, like making sure everything is stacked and ready, things are all good, and
That the silverware is polished, etc., etc.
well, that's actually not your responsibility.
Oh,
You've
okay.
been given the express duty of handling the food and making sure the food is good and handing out the food is good. The grunt work of making sure that things are clean and polished and ready for you to use is being done by Yakub's help in the service kitchen.
So, am I working outside in this area where my character is, or am I working in the service kitchen with the others?
You are working. While this is a show kitchen, you are using it because for some reason the Supreme and Yakub like the visual image of well-dressed people preparing food. So
Okay.
this kitchen is being used, but most of the pre-work, like chopping and portioning out components, is being done in the service kitchen first. So it's like, ooh, look what I prepared earlier. Drop a whole bunch of things in the pan and go, yeah.
So it's the
I'm
actual
impressive.
it's just the cooking that happens out here. It's literally we're putting on a show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much so.
Okay, cool. I can handle this.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
It's all good.
It's the best kind of cooking. You don't have to cut the fucking onions.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, oh my god, one of my jobs was literally just to sit there and cut onions. That was the worst. I used to have to like I used to have like a whole sack of onions. I'd have to peel them and cut. Oh, I'll tell you now, your face burns.
I don't want to think about that. I like my face.
It's great. I used to love that. Like,
Yeah. And you get in the shower and you're like, why can I smell onions?
No.
Yeah.
You get out of the shower. Why can I smell onions?
Yeah,
You
well-
go to bed. Why can I smell onions?
Mhm.
You get up. Why can I smell onions?
You smell like onions forever. It's the worst.
I have that just from chopping like four, but if I'm going to bed, so like I'll curl up in bed, have a hand near my face, and go. I can smell the onions under my fingernails.
Yeah, so imagine how bad it is when you're doing bags at a time. Ugh.
Anyway, so you are, I assume, just going with the flow, making sure everything is prepared for the event, so on and so forth. Because there are lots of prying eyes around you. The Supreme is insisting that everything be done chop, quick, smart, and you are working hard to oblige him. He is just like pacing back and forth, inspecting everyone's work, insisting upon a high standard. Meanwhile, Yakub and his wife go elsewhere into the house in parts unknown to you and do other stuff, like stuff and things. Who knows what's going on?
As an aside, once I'm in position, I'm sending my drone about 1 kilometer over the house with UV optics straight down.
Sorry, Rory, I was so distracted with making my little icon. Was there an opportunity at any point during that time that I could have put the bug on Yakub?
No.
Oh my god, the Space Master is so cute! Oh my god! I need to close
That's
the channel.
Horrible.
I love kids' art. It's so cute.
Yeah, so I've set up the drone to just every few seconds swap between sound, chemical, and conversation tracing. It's basically just going through an observation suite.
Okay, you just have it's cycling through. So basically, from your perspective, you would read heat signatures where you can see individuals like staff working here and here, somebody going back and forth from the storage room, and the Hanna family. I feel like they would have gone into the office and are just hanging out, waiting for guests to arrive. You aren't sure exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have a question, Chris. Your bug, your nanite tag, that just keeps track of where they are. It doesn't actually like bug their conversations or anything.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I will read it to you.
That's all right, as long as you know what it does, because you're the one that'll have the information anyway.
It does. It does have some extra shit. Once a user objects a user touches is now tagged by these nanites, generates more of their kind for 48 hours after tagging. It can leave down a trail behind the tagged object, so there's literally a path that would pop up in my vision. Can only be removed by anti-counter nanite measures. Can be pinged by radio to announce its location to anyone within 5 kilometers.
Oh,
but it's
sweet. So we could
literally
literally see where he is at all times with our
Yeah, if I ping it by
implants.
radio, but that will make a noise. So he will hear a beep on his person, basically. Oh, no, hang on. The dust can be pinged by radio to announce its location to anyone within 5 kilometers. So someone would have to have a radio scanner on it. If left in passive mode, it is undetectable to TL4 sensors.
Okay. So when he was over here, would there have been an opportunity? I'm sorry, I was distracted. To have slipped past and popped in his pocket or anything?
My initial instinct is to say no, just because you were being told to get to work, and he and the Supreme were having kind of like an off to the side conversation, and you just walking away from your station for no reason wouldn't have made sense.
No, that's fair. That's why I asked.
Okay. So, because this is always the way at parties, people are meant to arrive at 4, but you begin to see a few people begin to crawl in at around 1:45, because people being all like, "Oh, I best be early to avoid being late," and people can take from that what they will. It's either, "Oh, how good of you to, we weren't ready yet, go away." So some of Yakub and family's guests begin to arrive. Everybody who's coming in is dressed in fine formal wear. They all look to be definitely very rich. They are dignitaries, neighbors, wealthy government officials, maybe other senators or their staff, and the party begins to slowly kick off. Dr. Charles, are you going to be fashionably late or on time?
Fashionably late, of course.
Okay, how
I'll
late?
rock up at 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Not overly late, but enough that it's not, I'm rocking up early.
Fashionably on time.
Yeah.
Once guests start arriving, I'm going to look for a male in the crowd who seems rather important and have the drone just study him for a minute.
Are you planning on making sure you can copy him?
Yep.
That will take 5 minutes of observation, but
okay, cool. 5 minutes.
You can still do it, because all of these doors over here are wide open. This entire area of the house is very open plan, so you can just have your drone like pivot down and have a clean shot through the doors of the house and have eyes on just this one guy and observe him.
Yep, cool.
Not a problem. Who's gonna be your target? I'm gonna say this guy. He looks like he's game to party. He's got a very attractive lady on his arm. I will name him appropriately.
I wouldn't know his name, though.
Yes, that's why I am naming him appropriately.
Oh,
Mordo's target.
Actually, considering it can read facial expressions and speech, someone's got to say his name around him eventually.
Yeah, fair enough. Roll me a perception check if you are just focusing on him to see how long it takes you to catch his name.
Yep. That's a 5 and a 1 on the dice, so 6, and my perception relies on
Wisdom, I think.
Yeah, which is an 11, but I can lip read through the drone. So
Indeed. I'm just going to cue the
it's a 6.
controller, because there is this music now playing in the room. A 6, it takes you a while. You probably hear you probably see just his first name, and you're 70% sure you read it right.
Okay.
You're like, okay, I think that's his first name. It's probably his first name, so I will roll up for you. 84. You're pretty sure his name is Usman.
Usman.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. You are observing him through the party. There's very, very fancy music playing the entire time. The kids are being raucous, just running around, causing trouble, having fun, and more people begin to pour in. I'll say nope. Boop. People are arriving. Stuff is happening. Dr. Charles, you arrive.
Is this fairly like the house is it Elftis design or is it Yakuten design?
It is very it is very Yakuten design. It is a sandstone-looking sculpture, very large, open plan, large windows with flamboyant open awnings. And as you approach, there would be a doorman who is there to see you coming, open the door and say, "Hello, sir. Might I examine your invitation?"
Oh, yes. I imagine I was given one, so I pull it out and hand it over.
He checks it, says, "Very good, sir. Welcome to the Hanna mansion." And he steps back, bows flamboyantly, and welcomes you into Hanna's home.
Why, thank you. And I step in, walk up and look around for Yakub.
Okay, inside this center area here, the formal living area is kind of sunk into the ground a bit, with like a circle of couches in a square down about a meter maybe, and there's a series of tables with snacks and other nibbles just present. People would be hanging out in this area, being all like, "Oh, the snack is so lovely, and these couches so comfortable. Let's be sociable."
Are they like floor couches?
Yes. Like if you were standing here, you could basically just take one step forward and go down a bit and be on the couch.
Rory, I just thought, considering I probably have much longer than 5 minutes, can I break it into 5-minute blocks and try and just pick different people each time, going for like security, a waiter, Hanna himself, just quickly getting the list of people.
Sure thing.
Sick.
I will make a mental note of how long people have been here and tell you how many opportunities you have later on. Not a problem. So, Dr. Charles, you're in the party. People are arriving and are mingling and just enjoying the atmosphere. What do you do?
I will walk up to Yakub.
Okay.
And thank him for his invitation.
Lovely. He is currently engaging in like a conversation with some people, and as you approach, he and his wife are go, "Oh, Yusuf, you are so funny."
I will wait until they're finished.
Like as they chuckle and Yakub sees you hovering, he turns and goes, "Ah, Dr. Charles, my friend, it is so good to have you in my home."
Hang on a sec, didn't we kill Yusuf?
There's more than one Yusuf on this planet, Chris.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's currently
He's proud of his accomplishments, alright?
he's a burnt crisp, unfortunately, at the bottom of a elevator shaft.
Damn it. I'll walk over and just be like, "Thank you for inviting me to your wonderful home. It is quite beautiful."
Thank you very much. It was a nightmare to get it to my exacting specifications, but everything is as I would like it to be, and I hope you enjoy.
I will. Thank you for the invitation. It is quite a privilege. By the way, I bought some gifts, and I hand over the bouquet of flowers to what I imagine is his wife.
Indeed, she sees the bouquet, and as you hand them over, she says, "Oh, Dr. Charles, was it? That is so thoughtful of you. My name is Alima."
Alima?
Alima.
Probably write these down so I don't forget.
It's okay. As you learn names, I am making them token visible.
Okay. It is quite all right. I was always taught never to accept invitation without Never come to a party empty-handed, as it were.
Yeah, she says, Yakub, yes, that's wonderful Alftis hospitality that you always told me so much about. She says, yes. He says, yes, my dear, it is a wonderful culture. I will have to take you there one day.
It is well worth the trip. And Yakub, and I hand him the bottle.
Oh, Dr. Charles, so thoughtful. This is my favorite, in fact.
It is a very good one. It's one of my favorites as well.
However, did you know? I'm going to go and put this in a place of honor, and we can perhaps have a drink together as the evening goes on.
That sounds like a fine idea.
I will
leave you to your other guests.
Indeed. And he walks off with his wife and takes the very fine bottle to the kitchen. And at this point, he starts making his way past the staff and is going towards a shelf, like a top shelf wine rack built into the show kitchen, and is just making his way past staff. Is reaching up and is cracking open a shelf and slides the bottle in. Closes
Catalina
it.
will use this opportunity to plant the bug.
Okay, please roll me stealth with dexterity. The words.
Does
they
it
fail me.
count? It bounced and
That's a
landed
feat.
on the other dice.
I'll take it.
Uh,
I'll see how perceptive Yakub is feeling right now.
what was I adding? Sorry.
Stealth with
And
dex.
Dex. Okay. So I think that is a 10.
Okay. You lean over and see that he has an external pocket in his jacket. Just lean over as you're preparing things and just go. Whoop. You just drop it in while he's mid-reach, and his jacket's hanging down away from him.
Could I have gotten it in a pants pocket, or is that too much? As he's reaching up,
You'd want it in a jacket pocket
why?
because he's more likely to put his hands in his pants pocket, not his jacket pocket.
Mm,
When
Yeah.
you're wearing a jacket, you use the inside pocket, not the external pockets.
that's
The
true.
exterior
that's true.
pocket's often sewn up. They're for show.
But not these ones, because he's a man of science and likes having pockets.
The only people who put their hands in their outside pockets are wearing tweed jackets and they're out from somewhere.
I'm just worried he'll take his jacket off.
Well, your call.
Does he have butt pockets? Because she would have grabbed a very small button, teeny
Tiny
tiny
one.
button, teeny tiny
Sure.
button, and a flat one. You know, those linen ones, on a shirt, tiny little shirt button.
Mhm.
So he would, even if he found it, he wouldn't think anything of it. He'd probably think, "Oh, this is just a spare for my outfit," and put it back. That's the thinking that she's hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll put it in a butt pocket, if possible.
Okay.
Or if
As
that's
you-
too hard for what I've rolled, then I'll just do a normal pocket. It's fine.
I feel like as you're going to do it, you realize that his trousers are
Fitted?
decently well fitting. Like it's a tailored suit. So because he's mid stretch, there's not a lot of give in those back pockets, and you're concerned that it wouldn't be doable.
Okay. She'll put it in whatever pocket's easiest then.
Okay. In terms of ease, it would be the jacket pocket.
Yeah.
You drop it in there, and he leans back down, goes, lovely, and walks back off to rejoin his friends.
And she'll take a moment when she can to message Mordo and let him know the job's been done, so that he knows
Okay.
to activate the nanites, or to make sure they do their job.
More and more people are entering the party.
I actually don't have a choice. They've been active the entire time.
Yes, this is true. The whole if they're inactive, they can't be sensed by a TL4 scanner is if Mordo has them made but hasn't applied them yet.
No. No. They're not accessible by a TL4 scanner unless I actively ping them. So if you can use radio waves to locate them within 50 miles or something like that.
5
But
kilometers.
if I'm using vision and whatever it is, I don't use it, and I'm probably not going to use it, and I'll check if I go to use it. But if they're just sitting there, I can still sense them, provided they're in my line of vision.
Okay.
Either way, she's letting you know that it's been dropped. So they're no longer going to be tracking her. They're going to be tracking Yakub.
Yeah, cool beans.
Because
Now,
she thinks that information would be more imperative to you since you're the one going in and making a ruckus. So he might come down and investigate.
Now, at this point in the party, Catalina, your job of prep is now moved on to, okay, we've got enough ready. Here, take these trays and begin circulating.
She's just going to circulate and eavesdrop on conversations.
Okay. As you're moving around, just roll me a perception check.
With wisdom?
Yes.
It's a 9.
Okay. As you are circulating around, you see that Dr. Charles has arrived. What are you really doing, Charles? Are you like making small talk?
Probably looked for some of my colleagues if there are any, or if not, my boss, and talking to them.
Yeah, I feel like Kisa, Dr. Kisa would probably be here as well. So I will have him be this guy. So you're having a chat with Dr. Kisa, and please ignore the fact that there's probably several clones of Dr. Kisa in this party.
But that particular clone is Dr. Kisa.
Yes, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine. So the two of you are just having a chat, and Catalina, you see that Dr. Charles is mingling, being social, but you also notice that Yakub is, once he's done like greeting his guests and being cordial, he seems to be spending a lot of his time having a conversation with 2 gentlemen in particular. And you recognize these 2 gentlemen. You saw the psychic image that had been extracted by Molly, the memory from the general that contained Yakub and 2 other senators that went into that shady underground place that was lit by floodlights. Yakub is currently standing over by the wall having a jovial conversation with the 2 of them.
She'll quietly bring them food and not draw too much attention to herself, just sort of like caterers as they walk around with food, and then you don't really pay them much attention, but it's there.
Yeah.
And just see if there's any... Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you just circulate, present your tray to those nearby, and if they're interested, they'll extend a hand and they'll take a thing.
She knows not to be social with the guests, so she just keeps quiet, but she will try and see if she can grasp any snippets of their conversation.
Of course. You pass by. I'd say the extent of the conversation is Yakub gushing about some of the new cars that he's bought, and Ephraim is you know these guys by name at this point, so I will just make life easier for all of us and unveil them because they are senators and they are known people. So Ephraim responds, "Well then, show us, you idiot. I want to see all the shiny cars." And Yakub goes, later, I have guests. I'm not sure who else is going to be arriving. And Zubair says, "Yeah, sure, he's just lying about the cars. I have one of those cars. I have 3 of those cars." And they go, "You don't have 3 of those cars. That's ridiculous." And the conversation goes on just in a very car-centric, jovial manner.
Okay, so it's a dick measuring contest at the moment.
Can I use the observation, Joran, to hear which car in particular he particularly likes and wants to show the others?
Roll me a perception check, please.
Alice, I'm outside, so can you do that?
Perception. What's your perception? Is it just 2 d6s?
Yes. -1.
Oof. You hear nothing. It's
Um,
a 3. I'm sorry.
That
It's-
said, it is assisted by a drone that can.
Indeed. You are reading lips and kind of piecing things together, but like there's other ambient
Yeah.
party noise that you're trying to
Fair.
filter through. It
Fair.
sounds like the swanky car is a Buswati Haywan model 570 something Mark B.
And unfortunately, I don't think I know that much about cars, so unless I hear a description about it, I'd just be like, eh,
You're like, oh, that
he
didn't go
likes
well.
cars.
Yeah, it's just
You're just
it
like,
sounds
"Okay, mate."
swanky. Oh, good. So the party is occurring with what people are acquiring information. I will ask one Lucky.
Hmm.
You are at this point of party operation. You are like in your mech suit, with your feet planted on either side of the manhole cover. Pim has been lowered in via winch, and you're just standing there, just doing your thing, waiting to be told.
Except Pim is not.
What's Pim doing?
So, if you remember, Pim has schematics of the entire sewer system of the city, thanks
Yes.
to a certain Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I was planning the big boom for it when things go bad. He is probably going to be going through the sewer system to find out if he can find a spot underneath or very close to underneath the road out the front of the estate. And he has both my demo charges.
That are rigged to blow remotely, right? Or was that
Correct.
more? Yeah.
Well, actually, all of the demo charges have remote detonators.
Yeah. So
What if you blow me up?
yours.
I'm not going to blow you up. I'm going to blow the road up. When people see all of their expensive cars parked on the road exploding, they're going to be looking at that, not at us running out the back door.
You realize that one of those expensive cars on the road out the front is Ivan's, right?
and he's
Sacrifices have to be made.
That's
Ivan
Ivan's
is
car,
gonna
and therefore
kill
Ivan's
you.
problem.
Well,
We
no.
have a love-hate relationship with cars.
and Ivan apparently.
Hang on. Ivan would also, as a chauffeur, probably have like been on standby. He's probably driven the vehicle off the side.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He wouldn't have left it in a car park for someone else to handle. He's way too possessive of his car. So if anything, it's on the street, which is probably worse because it's in the line of fire. But you know,
Yes. So
Whereabouts could we potentially get in the sewer system around this estate?
I will bring you and Alice over to the city view, and we'll have a think about it, because Pim is too big as an echo to make it like into the actual sewers proper directly underneath the house.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he
It would
could
just be the
going in
main
his
lines.
Scarab, though.
The Scarab isn't strong enough to bring with it 2 demo charges.
Yeah, that's
It's too-
fine.
it's too small.
Yeah.
Besides, we want the big explosion of the sploosh of all the sewage water going everywhere. as well.
Mhm. So these large
Shitsplosion.
so these larger, like 2 square wide roads are probably the extent of Pim's transport capability.
Okay.
Well, when things get narrower, the pipes get narrower too, and are more like house specific.
All right, then he would probably be planting it as close as possible to either side, so that if we have to make an escape either way, we can detonate behind us to slow them down.
Okay. Now, let's think about distances here, because you're starting here. So Pim has to crawl about 80 meters forwards through a sewer pipe, plant it, crawl 80 back, and then go like 190 this way, and end up doing that. And he's crawling.
Yeah,
How
so it's going to
fast-
take time. This is something we're going to be
Yeah.
doing over the whole time of the
Yeah.
the start of the party kind of thing.
It's all good. I'm just putting together a framework for how long I think somebody would take to crawl a grand total of about 830 meters through a fluid presenting a non-zero amount of resistance. Okay. Did the Shawshank Redemption have stats on how long it took Andy Dupree to crawl through the sewers?
Not sure.
I think it actually does mention how long it takes
It
him.
does.
Also, just as
It
a
doesn't-
side note, they probably would have started this like well before the party.
Yeah, like as soon as we got on site, we would have.
Yeah.
In the movie, it shows him doing it through the course of a storm.
Hmm.
So he breaks out in the night, but it's a couple of hours at least.
It just says 18 years because that's the grand total.
So it was about 500 yards, half a mile, that he actually went through, but it doesn't specifically state how long.
Not helpful, Shawshank. Anyway, that's fine. I will say, given the fact that you were probably prepping this prior to the party starting, when we get to like 3 o'clock, your plan is ready.
So, based on people crawling through stuff in real life,
Mhm.
doing a 500-yard pipe would take about 7 minutes.
Oh, damn,
Oh.
it's much less time than I thought it would be.
500 yards equates to what? Yards to meters. 500 yards is about 400 meters. Yeah, so it's actually surprisingly fast if Pim's going like all out.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to worry about the stink.
He also doesn't have to worry about stamina either.
Yeah.
He doesn't get
Good point.
deterred.
But he does have
Deterred.
he does have subroutines that make him behave as though he's affected by the smell. So that's a bit distracting. Because it's a very convincing armature that
Yeah,
has
it
to make
is,
people
it
think
is.
he's real.
True.
So he has reflexes as though it smells bad, but he doesn't smell. Yeah, okay. So the explosives are in motion, and I'll say it's around like 220, and you are like craning Pim up and out of the sewer. He's probably also wearing a jumpsuit and is like dripping from the elbows and the underside with various colors of fluid, and probably says something like, "That was very unpleasant. Please, never ever again."
Also, just wanting to look at approximate distance here. So whereabouts would the underground car park, I imagine, would be around about like this side of the mansion, based on where it's positioned?
Yeah, so the driveway to get onto the mansion is here. Oops, hang on.
So
is
I just
here.
choked and coughed up a piece of rice from dinner I had 2 hours ago. So that's been sitting in my lungs. How weird is that?
That's crazy.
Some interesting
Very unsettling.
information.
Human bodies are weird.
Yeah, so the drive to enter is here. The ramp to enter his personal car park is on the other side of the house. So it's like down.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, it's like down here.
Just trying to work out if my optical sensor has anything that would allow me to kind of like judge kind of, I guess, what am I trying to say, like a beam finder or something in walls and stuff, like be able to sense gaps and stuff behind walls. The sensor, my optical sensors would be able to see something like that.
Roll me a
It's-
perception check, because it's possible specifically because you may see like subtle differences in temperature
Ooh,
as
That
people.
is an 11.
Okay,
Or if there's wiring, you'd see it at different points and distances.
Well, I mean, I imagine it would be able to see stuff like that, but also just like if I was in the sewer pipe looking along here, being able to determine approximately how far it would be between that location and the sewer pipe to be able to, like, I don't know, Vesuvius my way into the hole, into the car park.
I don't think that's possible because
Yeah,
the series doesn't have enough charge.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, it would perhaps be possible if you temporarily sacrificed the reactor on your mech.
I will debate it if things start getting bad.
Okay. Yes, you have
That's something to think of.
you have your booms planted thusly and thusly for future reference.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's move over to. No, don't move the map. Move the people on the map. I've got a question for Mordo and Dimitri. Mordo, would you be sharing your like all-around I Spy view of everything with Dimitri for his perspective?
You're muted, Chris.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me. Am I unmuted now?
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. What was the query?
I was asking if you were sharing your drone's view with other people like Sparks and Dimitri.
Yes. Up until the moment I get, it would be probably like 2 to 3 minutes of useful footage, and then out for 2 to 3 minutes, and then because every time I would have to actively focus on transmitting it. Is how the
That's fine. The monks just need to be able to see like clear spaces. Like if you went out into the garden and found somewhere in the corner kind of thing where the monks could like teleport in.
Yeah. So what I would actually be transmitting is, because of my internal comm system, it's not directly off my phone, so it would have to be an active thing to do. So I would have to be actively thinking about what images to transmit. So while I'm doing nothing else, yes, but it would be patchy on and off.
Okay. And of course, since you're just hanging out outside, if Dimitri wished to call you to request a certain angle of view, he could.
Yes.
Cool. So, what are you doing, Dimitri, given that you have been seeing Mordo's feed in terms of your thoughts and plans?
Probably coordinating with the teleporter. Saying, with the picture of the blueprints, going, well, this corner appears to have no cameras, or maybe this part of the garden would be the best place to go in, or going through the servants' entrance might be the best angle of attack. Or still.
Can I assist with the tactics rolls, considering I'm pretty good at tactics and actually transmitting the data?
Yeah, sure thing. Dimitri, you and Mordo both roll me tactics. Dimitri, if you can think of a more appropriate skill, you can use that one instead.
For me, maybe I only would be perception, because my tactics is terrible, but...
You could also use perception. I'm okay with that.
Well, I definitely don't help you.
Oh, no.
That's a 7.
7? Okay. The main takeaway from the information and feeds you're getting is that Yakub is a paranoid asshole. He has a lot of very subtle cameras inside his house, so there aren't a lot of blind spots physically inside. As you're examining it, you honestly think your best bet is somewhere out in the garden as an insertion point, because there's trees and bushes, and the camera coverage of the outside of the house is less consistent in those areas.
Just as a side note, Rory, occasionally Catalina will switch between her different eye spectrums and just look around the place.
Okay.
Because hers are very subtle. I can't remember if we decided, well, I asked you if they could be lenses, like contact lenses over her eyes.
Yes, and I said yes, as long as you maintain them as if it was a mod, because it's very fiddly and requires more work.
But I have enough to maintain that, so yes, that's cool. So she's occasionally switching eye lenses and just looking around the room, heat signatures and stuff like that.
Okay. Heat signatures. Roll me perception, please.
Okay, I can't remember what else. I think, what are the other spectrums? Is it Not ultraviolet.
Radiation, radios.
Yeah, radiation
Cool.
she'd definitely look at as well. She
Chemical,
sees nothing on the
electronic.
heat one. It's 5 for perception.
Okay. You're scanning around. You can see the people in your immediate vicinity, on the around you. But as you cast your eyes down, you're having a hard time passing the thermal mass of the concrete and any potential individuals down below. So unfortunately, that's not working for you.
Okay. What are the other spectrums that we can do? Radio and
Radio, chemical X-ray. No. You can see decay of radioactive isotopes. I think. Let's have a look.
Any light levels see in perfect darkness, in addition to giving them thermal vision. They can easily distinguish shapes and distance, even in the total absence of light. Dangerous radiation and lasers tuned outside the range of visible light are also visible to the user. Nearby radio transmissions can also be seen as if they were visual flares of color.
Okay. Radio transmissions, probably no. I mean, maybe some, but they're pinging from the internal stereo system. The dangerous radiation levels, no. Thermal vision, you can see the people in the room around you, but can't quite see what's below.
Okay, she'll try again later. She's too busy right now.
Oh, good. So, just wondering, Dimitri, with this information, are you going to act with the psychics yet?
Sorry, what?
Are you going to act with the psychics yet, or try and kick something off?
I have no idea what's going on. Did I just hear from Katerina where her sister is, or?
Yeah, Catalina would have at some point updated them, but it's going to be hard because she doesn't have many opportunities to be on her phone, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'd say you could have found a moment to be she is here in service kitchen, and quickly text that out. And since you all have blueprints of the house, you can figure out that she's probably one of these 4 individuals pinging on the thermal feed from Mordo's drone.
Yeah, once I've identified who it is, so I just relay description back and forth to Alice until I've got it right. I just mark that person on the images I'm sending from now on.
Yeah.
But Catalina will warn them that there's 3 other people in that room.
Just pick all of them.
I mean, in theory, they're all probably brainwashed, so yeah, you probably could.
Hunting for a tracking device on one brainwashed person is hard enough, then hunting for a tracking device on all 4.
Mm-hmm.
It is not that. It is more that if you take all 4, they're not going to go, they've only taken this one specifically.
That's true. It'll raise less suspicion as to the origin. It's kind of like when you have anyway, I was going to go into murder psychology, but anyway, it's fine.
Yeah. Instead of murdering just the one target, you murder everyone around as well.
Which then you
It
start looking for
confuses the issue.
You
It
start looking
confuses
for
the
a
issue.
serial killer instead of a anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it just muddies the waters. I'm not sure. I don't know whether for the monks to kick this off or for something else. I've got a plan in mind for, if we teleport into the garden, I'll get Molly to get someone out there to go, hey, look over there, and point at something in the sky, and everyone turns to look, and the monks just walk out of the bushes. But, hey, look, an eagle.
Hey, look, a talking bird.
Mm-hmm. Hello. My name is Arnold.
Oh god, that's still the single most terrifying thing you've brought at us.
Have you got anything shiny? That would be appreciated.
Oh, why not?
Don't know why Arnold freaks me out so much, but he does.
Me neither. He's honestly a sweetheart.
I think it's
Is
just
the way he talks?
my suspicions. No, it's just the suspicions.
Of crows.
No, I have no
So-
issues with crows.
Right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to say after like half an hour of you guys just sitting and pondering and waiting and thinking, when shall we act? What do we do? And Catalina, as you're circulating and working through the motions of the different courses, you see that Yakub and his 3 friends finally decide to act on the whole car jargon nonsense, and the 3 of them make their way away from the place where they were hanging out and chatting and walk over to the lift. Now, I will say for clarification, as the doors open, it is possible for more than 2 people to fit in this lift. It's just spaced this way so that if you're in combat, that's how much space you have. That's how much space you have to act in combat effectively. So like 4 people can fit in here comfortably. More if you're squeezing in. So they are going towards the elevator.
Catalina will inform Modo. Because originally he was gonna get down and mess with the electrics.
Yeah. And at this point, Mordo, you have about 4 disguises clocked, including one of these 3 senators, your choice.
Chris?
Is he muted again?
Yes, he is.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I said sick. I'm gonna pick Ephraim Shadi.
Okay. He is the. When I say he was either infrastructure or foreign affairs.
I will tell
Awesome.
Yeah.
And hearing that, I'm actually
Foreign
gonna,
affairs.
you.
hearing that, I'm actually gonna jump the wall.
You jump the wall.
Yep.
Okay. What form are you in when you jump the wall?
I would probably be as a groundskeeper.
Okay. You got like a random mid-50s bearded groundskeeper dude, and you saunter onto the grounds. Just roll me athletics to see how quickly you can jump the wall.
Do you need me to roll for you?
No. Like literally, I don't need athletics. I literally just put my shotgun on my back and fire the thrusters on my jetpack for half a second, and it just
Okay.
throws me over the wall, hit the other side, and roll.
Okay, you jetpack over the wall like a badass Boba Fett looking guy,
That no one can see.
which makes your hologram look really weird for half a second,
Boba Fett El Castro. Yeah.
as like weird heat and vapor trails come out near the rear end of the hologram you've generated. So it's like you just super farted over the wall.
Yep.
And then you begin to make your way towards the grounds. Now from the road, you would be entering this map from the north. But if you approach it from the south, you'll be approaching from near the car ramp.
Yeah, I would have gone from the south.
Okay, well then, just roll me a stealth check. With your whole changing personas, it's an easy one, but just do it for giggles.
8 on the dice, so plus quite a few.
Okay, entirely doable. You were able to work your way across many people's back gardens by changing disguises and looking very innocuous as you do so. And you were able to hop into the back garden of this estate. And I will switch your token onto the actual physical layer. That's you. And I'll plop you off like near the car ramp down here. Okay, you're present and disguised as a groundskeeper.
Sick.
Okay, so at this point in the time it has to take you to do all that, the 3 senators have left and are now in parts unknown of the house.
Yep. Knowing that that's the case, I'm going to head to the electrical room as quickly as possible.
Okay. You will be passing by windows that allow people to look out. So are you going to maintain your groundskeeper disguise as you do that, or change to someone else?
No, I'll just maintain it.
Okay.
And I'll do it. I mean, I know the layout of this area is the maids and the service kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And I've pretty much got eyes on it. If they see someone outside the window, I don't think they're really going to be the sort of people in the position to raise the alarm anyway. So I'm just going to walk past casually. I belong here.
Okay. Walk past casually. Let's see how they feel as individuals. Yep. They are quiet and subservient as they have been programmed to be. Can I just roll 2 ones? You make your way past. And no one is any the wiser because they are very busy chopping and cleaning and doing all the very tiresome parts.
I will message Mordo and say, is there a clear space where we could teleport in?
In about 2 seconds, the electrical room.
No, that'd probably be all right.
All right, sounds good. Give me a sec.
Okay. You carry on past and make it to the electrical room. It is locked.
Electronic lock?
Yes.
Right. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just put my hand on it, and my eelskin capacitor mesh just charges up in my elbow, and I'm going to attempt to fry it with a stealth check.
Go for it.
And yeah, that's good. That's a 9 on the dice.
Okay.
So whatever my stealth is.
You are able to brute force your way past the door's electronics, and it swings open.
That cost me a fair chunk of systems right now.
Worth it, though. You are in.
Cool. And the very first thing I'm going to look for is the lift power supply.
Okay, roll me a tech post-tech roll as you're trying to analyze what all the different wires do.
Don't forget you also have the line shunt.
I would actually call up Sparks at this point in time and just go, "Hey, Sparks."
Just call me.
Yeah, but I know you're doing other stuff and prepping for an insertion. You're not
Yeah, but the thing's like, I was going to say, like, post-tech is like half my fucking skills. But
okay, I'll call you. Hey, don't teleport just yet. Give me a few seconds. Do you see these wires? That blue one, green one, that one, you know?
I see colored wires. What are you looking for?
Right, I'm looking for the elevator power control.
Okay, it will be large, thick wire, like 2 inches kind of thing.
Yeah?
Quite a bit of power goes into the lift.
All right, that one.
No, it probably looks about right. You need to... Don't cut it. Don't cut it.
No, I'm not that stupid. All right, yeah, sure. Do you have any idea what Spark said was on this damn line shunt?
Yet.
All right, can you identify something that's like a little bit more major here?
Okay, maybe...
I'm gonna roll post-tech.
Yes, and in this case, it would be you roll post-tech, Dimitri, and Modo, because you're like showing him the feed and like handling wires. You're assisting him.
I rolled a 7 on the dice, but I've got a -1, so I do not assist you.
Fucking son of a bitch, I just rolled my dice.
Oh no!
Actually, hang on. My post-tech is -1, but my intelligence is up. So does it even out to a 7?
Yes, it does.
Okay, yeah, so it's a 7.
That's double 6 plus 2.
Okay. You have a very comprehensive understanding of the wiring available to you in this house. There is a feed that connects to. So there is a power supply coming from below that is basically just the main power conduit that basically peels out and connects to different aspects of the house. There's a fuse box.
Switchboard or
Yes.
fuse box.
Yeah, there's a fuse box that sends power to different parts of the house. It is like padlocked shut, and if you were to open it, you could probably get like precise control of turning on what power goes to where. There's also power going to like different parts of the garden, like water features and light displays, and also some more heavy duty power supply being demanded from below in the garage.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go for that padlock box for the moment.
Okay.
All right. So you reckon this thing's the thing?
Sorry, what was that? Like it didn't come through.
You reckon this thing is the power panel shit?
Oh, the switchboard.
Or something like that. I don't know what the
How's
fucking-
this size? Probably a large box, like 1 meter by 2 meter kind of thing.
Right. Excellent. I grab out my monoblade and jam it into the lock. I'm not attempting to pick it. I'm attempting
Just-
to scramble its pins.
Okay, you jam it in. Is this being done with force or finesse?
Probably finesse to some degree, but I'm still
Okay.
jamming a knife into a lock. It's
Then roll me athletics with dexterity.
Oh, I'm not actually good at that. Ah, I rolled well though. 5 and a 4, so 9 minus 1 plus 1, so 9.
Okay, you grab the padlock, insert your blade, and after a bit of struggling and jiggling, the pins give way, and you're able to pull off the lock.
Sweet. I'm going to turn off the lift.
Okay, you see the lift control has several fuses going to it, and you just go and turn them all off.
Like
Yep.
most switchboards, if they're done right, say what the buttons are for.
They
Oh,
do.
This is for the lift. This is for the garden. This is for the.
they are very far.
You can
See.
read faster.
No, he can't.
No, he can't.
I
Seriously,
cannot
you're
read
making
fast.
assumptions.
Sorry, I was thinking Doris. Doris can read.
I would make it a conference call with Sparks and just go,
Yes.
Hey, Sparks, what's this word? No, that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
you did mean that one.
yes, like yeah,
It's not my fault you such... Shut up.
mhm. Long story short, Sparks is sassy but does tell you what everything is by a conference call.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Sparks. Oh, by the way, Sparks, the moment I
What?
stick this line shunt on, is it instantaneous?
Basically, yes. You apply it, it will cause electronic chaos to whatever system it's applied to. So if you apply it at the base of that power supply, it'll mess with everything. If you apply it to just part of the fuse box, it'll just mess with that system. Got it?
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Fine. Cool. All right. I'm going to put the line shunt back in my pocket for the moment
Okay,
because I don't want to blow cover just yet.
cool. So you with Sparks' help have turned off all the power to the lift.
I'm then going to go, guys, you might not like this little bit of the plan, but one of the senators, I become that senator. Yeah, look. He's going to die. And I shut off comms. No, I don't shut off comms. I just put it out there and like, look, I need to take the place of someone to be more effective. Couple of people with Yusuf downstairs at the moment. I'm gonna go see if I can, acquire some new clothes.
Okay.
Sure. I asked to be teleported into the room.
Oh yeah, Dimitri, the electrical room's clear.
Cool. I
Okay.
will be there.
Are you going in with the entire team or just you and the teleporter?
Really meet the teleporter, and then he can go back because I'll start playing with shit.
He's a psychic. That's not how it works.
How does it work?
If he's carrying other people, he's expending effort for the day. He only has a certain amount of effort that he can give.
Okay, so it's better for him to bring everyone in at once.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he brings everyone in at once.
Okay. Mordo, just as you leave the room in disguise, you turn back and hear, and as like a lot of people are immediately crammed into a very small space,
I
7
sort
to
of
be
look at the room-
precise.
I sort of look at the room and say, Hey, actually, do all of you have assigned roles already?
Yes?
Can I steal one of you?
Which one?
The one who's quiet.
Move your help! Finally. One of the triplets kind of shoves out of the area and says, Me!
Sweet, let's go.
I
Okay,
love the
you have
triplets
a
so much.
telekinetic psychic with you. I will just get their assets from the Shady Creek. Because there's 6 of them, I should probably name them all for convenience. So I know who's where.
Are you on another map, by the way?
No.
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say if you change to another map, let me know.
All
So
good.
that I can move it for the audience.
There we go. Okay, that's everybody.
Oh, it is really cozy in here.
All just teleporting into this room at once. But
Like your
interestingly,
panels on the walls, huh?
mm-hmm. So, Mordo, you make your way out with this individual. I will assign them all names properly, but I should say something interesting happens upon your arrival,
Oh, that's
Dimitri.
where you guys are.
I should think about this because I used the power of RNG, which is genuinely impressive, and it gave me a beautiful gift. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't not use it.
I don't know how I feel about
So
this.
we have a situation.
The RNG of I end up in the wall.
No, it's fine. I'm just thinking through what it is that Yakub was doing. Oh no! But you have no idea what he's doing. I'm just thinking as him and thinking what he'd be doing in this situation.
Wondering why his lift doesn't work.
Probably
Yeah,
trying to contact
that's
someone.
it.
If he tries to contact someone, I don't know what's going on. Oh no, you on open comms, weren't you, Mordo?
Yeah.
Yep. And I'd see radio waves.
I would ask for Sparks to intercept the call and play the role of the repair agency. Perhaps they need to call in a repairer. That's how I can get on site at least.
The only person that doesn't know what's going on down there is Charles, because it would be rude and inappropriate for him to pull out his phone while he's talking to his boss.
Catalina also has no idea what's going on because she's working.
Yeah,
She's
We're
waiting.
just oblivious to everything.
She's waiting.
You have the benefit of being physically present, which is useful when things kick off. But you are oblivious to how your friends are planning to infiltrate.
Correct.
While you're here.
Catalina's waiting for the signal, and the signal is the power goes out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she slips away. My cat is asleep on my computer, and it's so cute. She's got her paws like over like this as she sleeps. It's so cute.
I have an idea.
She has the sweet.
Do you?
I think I know what is happening.
Oh no.
Okay, proceed. Mordo, where are you going? I'm going to say that you're with Lazarus, because he's cool and I like it.
Okay, Lazarus, so here's the deal. Oh, and I look back into the electrical room and chuck Dimitri the line shunt. Can you wait 2 minutes on the stopwatch, and then once you've got those 2 minutes, stick that thing on that main cable there.
It might be worth having.
That wasn't my plan, but yeah, I can do this.
Yes. I was also thinking that because I need to compose my thoughts a little bit. But, so yes, at this point you have teleported in with your team. A break is a good idea. Also wondering how late do you think we should go this evening, guys?
I can go
2 a.m.
whenever.
I am
Sorry?
in no rush to be awake tomorrow, so.
I
2
have
a.m. I said.
I
can
have
go
work
straight if
Yes.
at 9:30 tomorrow, so I may put a cap on like to 10:30, 11, just so I can get sleep.
Okay,
That's fair.
cool.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
Yeah.
a cap.
I don't
Yeah.
think any of us have any urgent things, but maybe Nick or...
I've got uni and work halfway through the day tomorrow,
Hmm.
so it's fine.
Nick
Okay.
has work early, but
Are you all right with 11, 10:30, 11, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well then we will go for a break now,
Oh yeah, that's
And
on
then-
me.
and then
Okay.
when we come back, we will do some stuff.
Quick, quick,
and hopefully not die.
Also,
quick.
what?
Alright.
Enjoy the intermission for those who haven't seen it. Okay, we'll be back in about 15. Bye.
Wait. No, I'm not. I'm not scared.
And nor are you prepared.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he says that as the DM. The rest of us are all freaking out here because we're like, shit, what is going on?
No. My panic is having too many balls in the air to juggle it effectively. Your panic is why I have so many balls.
You got all the balls. The big cojones.
Rory has the biggest balls of them all.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He juggles them all at once.
Go big or go home.
Rory knows exactly what he said, by the way.
Yes, I do.
Oh, we love
I mean-
you, Rory.
It was happening. I could have stopped myself. I did not.
And
No.
this time it is not some strange English-only euphemism.
No, it's just
Like pants
Yeah.
with trousers.
It's gonna be fine, you guys. So,
Pantalones.
back to it. Mordo, you have acquired the services of Lazarus and are going where?
Is that a
Alright.
patch? Lazarus patch.
Lazarus is probably watching as all of my features shift into this guard I've been watching. Right, so here's the deal. We're going down the car drive, right? You're going to keep out of sight. I'm going to pretend to be a guard. We're going to run into 3 people, maybe more. When things go south, we both start killing as quietly as possible. You good with that?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It is a good plan. It is a good time. Are these people dangerous?
I have no fucking clue. The 3 of them are senators. I don't know if there's anyone else down there though.
Okay. We may end up having to run. I'm used to working with my brothers, so I may not be as effective alone, but I will give it a shot.
Right. So, and as I'm heading towards the driveway and starting to head down it.
Okay.
Just saying stuff like, so,
May not-
all right, what are your abilities and what is your main, like, if I were to set up a chance for you, what would you want it to be?
Clean shot. I can stab, I can shoot, and like as you're walking, he goes, and you see a shimmer as he creates armor above himself, and see that his arms, see that he is now holding nothing in a very distinctive gun-like shape.
Right. I've seen that shit before. Charles can do some stuff like that.
Good.
Other question, can you communicate with the others while we're down there?
I have a radio.
Nah, rely on me primarily. Does anyone, can you give me their radio numbers actually?
Sure thing. It's all in my suit.
I just connect to his radio and patch myself through to all of theirs.
Yep. You can now speak to the psychics as well. And so you are making your way down the ramp, disguised as a guard, to try and do a thing.
Yeah, and I've got flashlight up above so that if I see anyone, I'm going to pretend I just heard a noise and came down to check it out.
I will be jumping back and forth a lot, just because I don't want to get to deprive people of an opportunity not to act. So, Lockie,
Mm-hmm.
you had a plan. You
Yes.
are aware of the fact that the lift has been disabled, and you have called Sparks and said, be on the lookout for any calls going out of that area and intercept.
Yes.
Okay.
And if it is a request for like services to repair, then to play the part and then relay so that I can act as said engineer coming to repair.
Okay. Sparks is able to locate an outgoing call that looks important. It's not to a repairman. It's to the military.
Yep, that's what I was worried about. Still want that intercepted though.
Okay, so you want Sparks to pretend to be the military dispatcher.
I mean, we definitely don't want the military here, so yes.
Okay. Sparks has rolled high enough based on his skills to intercept the call. And we'll have had to call in a few more favors to get that hook up, but you know. He's a very well connected guy, that Sparks. So you are able to hear the conversation, but it is on mute for you. So Sparks is making it so that you cannot. So even if you say anything, Sparks can hear it, but the person on call with Sparks cannot.
Lockie is smart enough to realize that this is not his area of expertise. He's keeping his mouth shut.
So, the call that goes through is as follows. Is the person on the other end of the line is Yakub. The long and short of it is he's calling for an immediate military detachment as 6 unknown hostiles have just arrived on his premises, intent unknown. And he is requesting 2 full teams and that air support be put on standby, citing that there are a lot of wealthy individuals on site. Wealthy and influential individuals. Sparks does the whole yes sir, of course sir, whatever you say sir, but does like tactical muting and has a giggle every time he's muted. And then unmutes and it's just like, they'll be there in 5 minutes, sir. And he goes, they better be. And then Yakub hangs up. After you hear all that, he says, so what do you want to do with this information? I have bought you some time, like 5 minutes. But if people don't show up, he will call again, angrier this time.
Do you have any military uniforms?
You are driving a vehicle that's actually, hang on. You are like not far from the safe house that contains Dimitri.
Oh, I don't mean for me. I just meant in their kits, do they have military uniforms?
What do you mean?
Get some of the boys out here.
The uniforms, as in like...
The mooks!
Yeah.
Ah, the mooks!
Get
there
the
are
mooks!
We do have mooks. They don't have any military vehicles, but they have the bus and they could potentially roll up. So Spark says, yes, we do. Thank you, Ivan, wherever he is in that fancy car of his. We can do that. I can pull off a ruse. It will be interesting, and they may have to talk their way past his personal security force, who he's probably calling next. Yes, he's called down. I'm sorry.
What we can do about that? Sheet.
So,
do you inform anyone else that there's trouble?
I will be shortly. I'm still on the call with Sparks. I'm trying to work it out.
So,
how did
how
did Lockie end up on damage control?
So, best case scenario, our boys show up, talk their way past his private security, and they're able to get on site. Then what?
Well, it gets us some more feet on the ground just in case things go bad, but and hopefully delays them, calling again for actual reinforcements.
Okay.
But private security is going to be a problem.
He's a powerful and paranoid man.
I might be able to deal with that.
Okay.
Though things might go loud.
I expect nothing less from you, Lucky.
I might get back to you. And I'm going to hang up and then immediately call through to the group.
Okay. At this point, something else has been occurring. So that conversation happened.
Yeah.
While the exchange was going on between Mordeaux and Lazarus, and while he was going down the ramp. So you are caught up with Lazarus and Mordeaux. When, in line with when the teleporters arrived on site, Dr. Charles and Catalina, please both roll me a perception check.
Oh dear. Nope, lost my brain train.
That's wisdom, yeah?
Yep.
9.
7.
Okay. 9 and 7. Dr. Charles, as you're actively engaging in conversation, and you are one of the beloved guests of the senator, you would have initially begun to notice that something was afoot, and then had Yakub's wife approach you directly and say to you, Dr. Charles, please don't react. We have been informed of a potential danger. We are all going to proceed down into the basement in an orderly fashion. Do you understand?
Yes, sure.
Please make your way past the kitchen to the stairs and await further instructions down there. Okay?
Will do. Of course.
Okay. And she's doing this very subtly and quietly. Her children are already gone from sight, as are several others. Like as you've been talking, you've seen a number of other people making their way in that direction, quietly, cautiously, not running, not causing a panic, all being very relaxed and calm. And I'd say maybe half a minute after that, Kathleen, you realize that the crowd you're meant to be serving hors d'oeuvres to is slowly but surely thinning out, all going in the same direction.
Do I go past Catalina as I go to the stairwell?
You can, yes.
I will walk by, grab an hors d'oeuvre off the tray, and look at her, wink, and then walk off.
Okay.
Catalina will just nod, but she's gonna stay. She's gonna stay up top side, unless the Supreme tells her otherwise, but not because she wants to keep an image, but because she wants to make sure her sister's okay.
Okay.
So if there
So
really
we
is a
definitely
threat
can't move.
that's other than her, like if she suspects something is wrong, and if something is wrong, she wants to make sure her sister is safe. She doesn't really care
Okay.
about everyone else.
Fair enough. So you give a wink and go off. I'm just blocking together all the people who are moving off. So I'm going to say that like this many are now making their way down the stairs.
Would it be a bad idea to pickpocket them as they walk past? Probably.
Yes.
Why? Why would that be a bad thing? It'd be fun.
Your call.
No, I'm not doing that. She's not the kind of person. It'd be hilarious, though.
So people are making their way downstairs, walking slow, trying not to cause a panic. See, Ash, now I'm the DM.
So, how long is this taking? What's the time frame here?
And now I wonder.
So
What's the time frame here?
you know what? Good point. People wouldn't Yakub's wife is like being subtle and careful with this. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So this many people would not have immediately left, but the numbers are thinning out, and people are beginning to question why. So it's not quite this extreme, but daughter is definitely gone, as is son. She's just moving around, saying this to people, and people are moving away. So.
Because I turn off the lights. All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay, you cut power to the lights as maybe a quarter to a half of the people have made their way to the stairs.
And then,
A quarter to a third, yeah.
because after 5 seconds, I turn on the pool lights.
Okay,
Just the pool lights.
interesting. It is still the daytime.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I thought it was a nighttime party.
Oh no, it began at 2 p.m. So lights turning off will cause an effect inside, but turning on the pool lights isn't going to make as much of a difference.
Oh, no. Seriously, I thought this was an evening party and it was dark.
My apologies.
No, it's, I think, probably around 5, 6 o'clock at this point, because you did say it was about 4 o'clock when Charles arrived.
Charles said at 2:15.
Yeah.
I thought you...
Yeah.
I
I thought the party started
This whole
at
plan with the
4.
lights and everything, that's completely just thrown out the window because I thought this was an evening party.
Mm.
My apologies
That's
for not
okay.
making that sufficiently clear.
Not an afternoon garden party.
Hmm.
because they have completely different feels. You don't show up in a tuxedo to an afternoon garden party.
You do when you're one of the wealthiest men on the planet.
Maybe, but in most cases, you show up in smart casual.
That being said,
Let's
they're
go
all
to these
moving
parties.
downstairs to the basement, so like turning off the lights inside still makes a difference.
Yeah. No, Rory's just thrown me completely because I thought it was night.
My apologies.
Well, anyway, the lights are off inside. So
Okay.
I
I
tell
was
the
gonna say,
monks
is there any fountains or anything you could start making them go crazy?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god!
Sounds-
Throwback to our first episode, or like pre-episode.
Yeah, the fountain
Fountain!
that like slap somebody across the face with a spacesuit glove.
Oh god.
That's why I got the Gloved Molotov, you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
yeah, we throw a Molotov in the pool. Yeah?
No, we
Cover it
said
in
we
oil
thought we were the ones
first, and then
thinking-
throw a Molotov.
Okay, so you have turned off all the interior lights, which will make an impact on parts of the house because, like, as much as part of it is open plan, there are certain sections that are. Oh, I forgot to put windows in the guest bedrooms. I feel dumb. Anyway, it's fine. It will still have an impact, especially on the
Stairwells,
basement.
they're dark.
Yes, on the stairwells that have no windows, so that will slow people's retreat as they are being a bit more cautious, and it'll also cause confusion down below. So you've turned off the lights. There's various water features going crazy out on the lawns and things like that.
So I was going to say the other thing, like Mordo said, I've got my torch up just in case, saying, you know, like, in case I've seen something, I can just flick the torch on. So he thought it was dark too.
My bad.
I thought he was downstairs.
Yeah, but he's going down the ramp with his torch out.
Yeah, it's all good. Yes, I did think it was nighttime. It's fine.
It's all good. We've all kind of just lost the plot, I think, in all the stress. Okay.
It's an Arabic thing. I don't know. I feel like an afternoon party made sense. So I said it was the afternoon.
It's all good.
You did.
matter.
We all just assumed
good.
it was later. That's all.
Didn't hear you say what time it was. I just assumed it was a nighttime party because that's what I'm used to.
That's okay. It's fair enough. It was probably going to go late if you guys let it, but you haven't. So it's still the daytime.
Anyway, I tell the monks to head for the service kitchen.
Okay.
Where the targets are.
They all. So lights are cut. Actually, with lights cut, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna cut the orchestral music because somebody made a mistake with the wiring, and like.
Yeah, when the lights go out, everything goes out.
I think we lost him.
Back to the internal speakers on the wiring power. Also because what? No, not like this.
No, we're back again. I think.
It was a lag spike. It's fine. Let's go. We're going. I haven't given Mordo a theme. I just realized. I'll do that later. Anyway.
It's Mission Impossible. Let's just face it. But like a slightly altered version that won't have copyright.
10% altered. Yeah. It's a different key.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like.
Oh, it's the recorder version.
Ew, no.
Where's my recorder? I have a recorder, you know. It's horrible.
Yeah. Because you're a kid in Australia, it's always horrible.
Why is this music not playing?
Oh, it is. I'm hearing it. Oh, no,
I
I
can
am
hear
not.
Now we're not.
Because he couldn't hear it, so he stopped it.
Oh, I stopped it and I started again because I can't hear it.
Oh
Now I
wait.
can hear it.
Never mind. It's fine.
This feels appropriate for the situation. Would you agree?
It sounds very
Yes.
Black Hawk Down.
Which is very appropriate for the
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
Hang on.
Oh,
Let
will
me
be
just
very
so I can
shortly.
hear it.
I'm fine with that.
Just let me know at what time my call finally connects through to the others.
I can't hear it, but that's okay.
Yes.
I mean,
Now,
I would start
so-
with people moving first and probably try and connect. Going, hang on, wait, Lazarus, something's wrong.
Yeah, so you have paused on the ramp at a panic. Dimitri, you just sent the strike team off to the service kitchen, and now all of your comms devices ping as Lockie is trying to call all of you at once.
I have a really quick question. Would Catalina have been able to sneak in like a really small like Bluetooth
Earpiece.
earpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll like answer the call, but she won't talk. So she can hear what's going on.
Lucky, talk to me.
It would just
Like
be
Spycraft 101. Yeah, probably.
Okay. But she wants to make sure it's discreet. So
Okay.
if it's not discreet, then she won't.
Pull out.
It just
It's
looks like an
space feature,
earring.
it'll be discreet.
yeah, the message would just basically
It's all
be
good.
Lockie.
You've got a headscarf.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Duh. My head's
Burn
covered.
Yeah, I think you are a little bit lagging, Rory.
I'm definitely lagging.
Lag, 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 lag.
I'm gonna.
Disconnect and come back.
I'm going to disconnect. Bye.
So we're walking around in Costco, and someone goes, "Hey, I like your jumper." To Chris,
Because I'm wearing my PAX jumper.
Nice. And our Space Master has returned.
Hey!
It
Space
hasn't.
Master? Space?
Can you hear me now?
It's done.
Yes, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yes,
Am I synced up?
Maybe?
Seems like it.
we believe so.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How are we supposed to know?
Okay.
Are you the very model of a modern
It's entirely up to. It and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I know the something and I quote the facts historical from something a hypotenuse and blah blah nonsense. I've never known that song very well.
No, it's a hard song to know.
Anyway,
I
we're in
have
sync.
no idea what
This
you guys
happened
are on
last week
about.
as well. Anyway,
And it
so
was around the same time too.
What?
It's
Last
time
5G.
it's been
Clearly it's 5G.
Anyway,
It's all
keep
good.
going, guys. Back on
Sorry,
track.
Yes.
sorry.
it's all in sync. Lockie, you've called everybody.
Yep. Just be going. Time to move, guys. We don't have much time. At least 5 minutes, probably less. Looks
Why?
like they've called for reinforcements.
Wait, what? What sort of reinforcements?
Special forces. He also called for a military detachment, but we stopped that.
Did he say specifically what was wrong?
6 intruders is all I got.
Psychics. That'll be the psychics. Hey, Lazarus. Lazarus?
Yeah.
quick
Yes.
change of plan. I'll go on my own. You go join the others.
Okay.
Sorry, man. I'll keep you on phone if I need buzz.
Cool. If you insist. And he leaves you there. He would get to about here and then like parkour up the side of the wall and join his buddies.
Yep.
Who at this point would probably be around here.
I'll just go, hey, Lockie, I'm going to try and blend in with the guards, so try not to shoot.
Andre,
all-
Marcus, and
I'll just send him a quick picture of my face at the moment and say, don't shoot this guard. It's not the guard. And just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get in the truck.
The
Van truck.
I'm gonna
okay.
put that face image up on my heads-up display on my
You
suit
walk
so I
forward.
don't shoot him.
It's like, did you leave the keys in it?
How convenient! The
No,
van is open. You are able to climb inside.
Well, I mean,
Ah.
like, it's on the premises. We need it at quick access. We probably haven't thought to lock it.
This is a
Like,
nice neighborhood.
I know. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It wouldn't be unusual at all.
Leave the keys in it.
Yeah. Supreme probably has the keys on him, but it's open. And you're a tech head. If you really want to, you could try and like
I just hotwire this.
like hotwire it. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Okay, you run into the van. Mordo has paused and is waiting for the time being.
Right.
The
No.
psychic team are going in.
No, I've
Sorry?
continued on my own.
Okay, you continue on your own. Okay. Before I tell you what you see, I will just quickly ask what Dr. Charles and Catalina are doing as you see the lights go out. Also, Dr. Charles, have you answered the phone?
I would have looked at the phone, picked it up, put it to my ear, heard the message, and then just hung up again.
Okay.
I would have like looked at the person next to me. Scam callers at a time like this. I would have kept continuing down the stairs into the basement.
Okay. People are like beginning to get the gist and are starting to move away. There's a lot of activity that's going to be going on in this part of the house very soon, I feel. So, Catalina, you are still hanging back and waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Mordo, I'm going to shift you and also Alice, for stream purposes, to the view of the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
Copy. I will then shift you onto the GM layer up here for now.
Do I also see the basement?
You are going down there, so yes, good point. I'll go Alice, Dr. Charles. Everybody else is Mordo. Is everybody, are we good?
Yep.
I'm still on the first floor. On the ground floor.
There you are.
Oh no, there we are.
I got you.
I have too much.
I mean, I can't see me or any people, but
I have just placed you down there.
yeah, cool.
I need to do a few more little quick tweaks because there are people milling down, including at this point Dr. Charles and his colleague Dr. Kisa.
So, what type of people were being warned to come to the basement? Were they the more influential-looking ones?
The people who were nearest to her at the time. So
not every-
she as you're leaving, she's talking to everyone, but started with the people closest to her and is working her way around the party. I will say that you assume the first two people she told were her children.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So, delete you guys from up here. Basement. People are milling out in this direction. There's a lot of weird stuff down here as you go down. It's kind of been spec'd out as like storage, home theater, and gym equipment as you're making your way around.
Walking fast.
So people are kind of like milled forward to this point as more people are filing in. So you're like in this hallway here, aren't sure what else is happening outside the hallway. Mordo, you get down to this kind of area and you can see that there are doors nearby and you can see the front of two. There's probably just one really nice sports car.
Yep. I will just keep walking around the corner and just
Okay.
continue on my way.
You round the corner. When you get around the corner, you can see that the two cars that were parked here have been pulled forward and are parked quite snugly next to each other here, and are kind of creating a bit of a little bit of a jaunty angle of sorts, as though they're trying to block off this section of the car park.
Yeah, okay.
You would also see. Wait, how did I design this? No, this is fine. I designed it properly. Dr. Charles, you begin to hear whispering at this point as one of the senators that you saw Yakub disappear with is at the doors and is instructing everybody to make their way across the blocked off area, like go like as soon as they leave these doors, go over here as fast as possible and take cover and wait.
Over where?
Over here. Yeah.
There was no ping.
So good. So the person there is Ephraim.
The damn stupid fucking Roll20 has for some reason cut off half the map, so I can only see the right-hand side of it at the moment. How do I scroll on the map again?
There's a bar to the right.
No, I can't even do that.
Just refresh it, I guess.
Yes, so the left side of the map contains like 5 parking spaces. 2 have been vacated by the cars being absent.
The settings of the actual page. How do you zoom out of a web page?
Scroll wheel?
Yeah, I'm on a laptop. No scroll wheel.
Control
There's
0.
a plus minus button.
Control 0. Thank you. Control 0 did it. Thanks,
It
Alice.
resets the size of the page.
Yeah.
Modo, I will say that you notice something else as you are just sitting there. In the plans that you saw of this place, in theory, this should be the bottom. You know that it's not, and based on that, you see the ground that these cars are sitting on, and you realize that these 2 cars are sitting on like reinforced steel plates as opposed to concrete.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go over to the yellow car and place one of the demo packs under it facing downwards.
Okay.
Attached to the bottom of the car. So it's actually attached to the bottom of the car, but it's facing downwards.
Okay.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it dark down there?
Actually, yes, because all of the lights have been turned off.
Yeah, I would actually say that my drone's probably dropped out of the sky and is accompanying me at this point because I need.
Okay.
I'm not a see in the dark person.
Cool. I'm going to stop you there and move across to other people, just because if you're playing with explosives, and even if you're not, things may change. So you are. You've seen the scene. You've seen what is available to you, and you have made a decision based on that information. I will now pull Alice Cam back up here, and we will see what happens above. Because Dimitri, you have hidden in a van and told the team of psychic assassins to enter the kitchen and acquire who exactly?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. Now, who of these individuals is the teleporter? That is Wheels is the teleporter. Nadia. And I'm just going to double check how consent works with teleportation abilities.
As long as they, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But they can't be unwilling if they don't know it's happening.
I'm going to clarify this because I'm very curious to know.
I guess they could still be scared and not want to be near you, though.
Unconscious
you gotta be within 2
people
meters.
Okay. I'm saying this in the context of the rules and the rules only. Unconscious people are considered consenting in the regards to teleportation.
I mean, as rules written,
rules only.
as rules written, you're not wrong.
Well, they're not saying no, so
Yeah, you have to be actively
They,
not.
yeah, I was gonna say they don't
within
have
3 meters.
the mental capacity to.
I just want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to get fucking screen capped or voice recorded for something like that and having that pop up later.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah,
That's-
they have to be allies. So they have to be either consenting or inert
Matter.
people.
Yes. Yeah. So it says the psychic can carry willing companions, or can teleport that mass of something carried by a willing ally. So they know this. Therefore, their play is going to be enter, subdue, knock out, and then have their allies pick them up and teleport them out with them. That's their play. I wonder how it's going to work.
The big thing is, like, would they teleport to the car or would they just teleport straight to the safe house? Because if they're going to teleport straight to the safe house, they would have told Dimitri to come with them. They wouldn't have bothered with the car.
Yeah, true.
Well, there are limitations as to the available load based on the abilities of this
Like,
teleporter.
I would say, like, if you cannot teleport all of them, I've got the car running hot.
Yes, actually, if they teleport out all 4 people in that kitchen, they will not be able to carry Dimitri. That is the max number of people that they can teleport if the entire team is also leaving.
Okay.
Okay, so that's their play. Enter, subdue everybody, and teleport them all out at once, and leave Dimitri behind. If that's okay with you, Dimitri, because they would have discussed this with you as you were observing and seeing the numbers of people involved.
Plus, Catalina needs to get out, and Charles needs to get out. And
Indeed.
Catalina's not
All good.
worried about her escape at this point.
well, you will be if I take your car.
She doesn't care about the car. She can just walk out. She's not suspicious at this point.
Okay. You don't know what is happening in this room, but all 6 of them enter, and it is very likely that a non-zero amount of screaming would occur, temporarily at least, as armor-clad monks kick down the door and start doing some kickassery in the kitchen.
Sorry about your sister. She's going to end up with Bruce.
Catalina expects her sister to fight back if there is even a fragment of her old self in there.
So
Also understands that it's got to do what you got to do.
So
Who's in the storage room?
the storage room is somebody who, going by the cameras, is someone who has been going back and forth from the storage room the entire time, and hasn't really been cleaning, or doing other stuff.
Right, I got that.
So, Catalina and Dimitri, you can both hear screams coming from the kitchen.
I am possibly wincing just a little bit. And hiding
Catalina,
under.
Catalina winces, but otherwise just lets it happen.
Okay. Based on your proximity, Dr. Charles, I will have you roll a perception check to see if you can hear it.
Isn't the doctor downstairs?
Yes, but
Right under the kitchen.
Yes.
There's
She's
a
near-
lot of noise coming on with people like
Mhm.
sort of whispering and rushing because I rolled a 3, which gives me a 4. So I don't hear shit.
Okay, yes, you can't hear it over the memory. And that's okay.
Because I'm like,
Okay.
if Charles heard screaming,
That is occurring.
would the Dr. Charles come out and be like, I need to help people? Fuck. But yes, I don't hear that.
Okay, so if there's screaming coming from the kitchen, what's the rest of the house doing?
Screaming coming from the kitchen, the rest of the house. There are people making their way towards the stairs.
Oh god, they're heading right there.
So yeah, the stairs are right next to the kitchen, and Kathleen, there is like at this point not a lot of people left
Were
because
they smart enough to lock this door at least?
It's a kitchen
No.
door. They're locked. You can't lock them. They swing both. Well,
Depends on the type of door, and it depends on which way it swings. If it only swings one way, you can lock it with a chair.
true. But
so they have entered. When screams occur, I'm just gonna see if the like 3 lads adjacent are feeling heroic today. Because
Especially
they're
if
like
they're feeling heroic to save maids and not summoning.
they are rich, well-to-do individuals, but who knows who's feeling sheltered. I'm gonna say one of them peels off from this and pushes open the door. Catalina, as this happens, you hear him go, "Oh my god!" And here, in the moment the door is open before he like closes it again, the sound of punching and kicking.
I feel like at this point, Catalina might intercede. Because she's witnessed this, and she's just going to go up to the noblemen and all the rich dudes and be like, actually, she's only going to speak in Farsi because she can't reveal her accent. And she'll say them in Farsi. You should move along. It doesn't seem to be safe.
Roll me persuasion. Because he did have a surge of heroism in him. May have been muted by the team of psychic assassins, but who knows?
Persuasion is
Yes.
9.
9? He looks at you, looks back to the door that he's now holding closed, and says, yeah, okay. And then he proceeds down the stairs. And because of that, you're now like near the door yourself.
Yeah, I'll be over there somewhere.
Yeah. And they are just milling down. Making their way. I can't help myself!
Walking fast.
That's an involuntary response.
We've been all watching a little bit too much Critical Role, I think.
Absolutely.
I'm just waiting for the Supreme to start screaming at the guests. Where the hell are you going? You're not going to eat my food? What the fuck is wrong with you? Blah, blah, you know.
Good point!
I feel like after Catalina does her little thing, she's going to go over to the Supreme and ask him, what do we do? What's happening?
It appears we're being evacuated.
Do we follow?
Quickly turn off the burners, take everything out of the oven, make sure we don't leave behind a fire hazard, and yes, we follow.
Right. I'll instruct the others.
Okay. And he like gives the kitchen a once over, like points at the burners and points at everybody and says off, and makes his way to the stairs. Okay. Lockie, what you doing?
Packing up here and moving up the road to out the front, but like not making it obvious that we've just arrived on scene to prepare to shoot out or anything like that. So probably sitting just a little bit back and then waiting and watching to see what exactly happens next, like who turns up at the front first. Is it our mooks or the private security force? I'm gonna also get Pim to power up in the Omnipotent, and under the tarp, gonna set up the anti-vehicle laser.
So you get out of the mech suit, put it in the back of the ute, and then drive it around the corner?
Yep.
Okay, and then...
Did you pull Pim out of the sewer?
Yes, obviously pulling Pim out of the sewer would have pulled him out.
Nah, man, we left him in there. We left him knee deep in
Pim, get
the
us the Omnipotent! Pim?
So is Pim piloting the raw Omnipotent, or have you just put his core in there in anticipation of you operating the Omnipotent?
Getting ready to... no, for him to pilot it, because he can do, I believe, basic functions with it still. I can't remember how much control he has with it.
He has a pair of arms that he can control.
Oh, okay. I thought he actually had full leg control. In that case, he'll probably stay in his echo.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, by the way, it says you can wear full armor and stuff in there. Can you wear power armor in the mech suit?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then I'll get into the Omnipotent inside the mech suit.
So extra. But yeah, sure, that's fine.
It's so lucky, though.
You definitely would have
Not
done.
enough armor.
Double. Yeah, and then... Well, before getting in, I'm going to set up the railgun. Actually, no, the anti-vehicle laser under the tarp, so that if things go to hell, I can just quickly pull that off and start firing.
Okay. This will take you some time, so I'll
Yes.
let you know once you are nearby and on site.
That's all right.
Mordo. I am moving Alice and myself back down to the basement.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Before that, while I'm downstairs and I see the senator, I would have gone up to him and gone, "Should I tell my driver to move?"
Okay. What would he say? He'll say, "Yes. Once we are safe down below, give him a call and tell him to vacate the immediate area."
Will do. At that point, I start texting Ivan saying, "Hey, move the car away."
Okay. So at this point, people are now like in groups, scurrying.
How dark
across.
is it? Pitch dark down there, or is there like emergency lighting?
I feel like around the door would be like emergency running lights, and in case there was a power outage and you were in your car, there's also like little subtle running lights on the ground, so people can see where they are and where they're going, but not a lot of detail beyond that. It's just lights for safety and to not fall over anything.
This is what I mean. Like, because if you had a whole bunch of people coming down the stairs leading into a room that's pitch dark, they're not going to do it.
Oh wait, so you're hoping people will just not go because it's dark?
No, I'm saying that if you've got people walking down dark stairs into darkness, and he can't see the senator because he can't tell the difference between one dark block and another dark block. Like, you're underground, like it's dark.
Fair enough, but the senator was like speaking with authority to them.
And also,
Yeah, I know.
there is a,
Like,
there
you
is
have
a
to, like,
window
walk
not
up
too
and
far away from them.
touch people.
All good, fair enough. So it's
That's what I'm saying. Like, just tell us how light or dark it is. Like, if it's
Okay,
just red running lights or something, sure.
yeah. I'd say that in like not in the hallway because it's not built for that. So it's basically pitch black in here. But
I imagine
with
the
door handle,
senator
that's
would have a
bit away.
torch on him directing people.
Probably yes. That makes sense.
It's kind of, I imagine it's kind of like a, not the hallway, but the garage is probably like when they just have the running lights in a aeroplane or something. It's dark. There's no lights other than just the little lights on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Mordo, you hear, as subtle as they can muster, murmurs of people scurrying across the concrete in like small groups as you are like here at the car.
Yep.
And then you notice that both of the cars shudder ever so slightly and begin to descend.
While he's on the platform?
He's like next to the platform, but both of these plates are now beginning to descend with the cars on them.
Okay.
What do you do?
I won't set the explosives. Then I'll run up and start acting like I'm directing people onto the left.
Okay, so you are going to leave these vehicles, go in this direction?
Yeah, north and just... No, in fact, I'll actually step around the cars, like, to here, and actually just start, like, putting hands up and making hand signals of, come on, move, move, move.
Okay,
you know, that sort of shit, just
yeah.
directing people. And when the first of the groups get on...
Yep, all good. You are looking officious and important and are helping make this process be faster. So these
And the
cars...
other thing I'll do is, are there any other cars near me?
No.
Yeah, okay. I'll just send a quick text to Charles and just say, hey, can you hold him up for a few seconds? Make sure he's the last on the list.
Okay, so you want Charles to be the last person down.
Oh,
No,
Yakub.
no. Try and keep Yakub. Stall
You don't-
Yakub.
I don't
You
even know
don't
where
see
Yakub
Yakub.
is.
Oh, in that case, I will get on the lift myself as I'm directing people.
Okay. More people have come down the stairs. The lift is like near full. There's room for like 3 more people on the lift, and just in order that includes kids and Dr. Charles as well. So you hop onto the lift, but like as you're making sure it's full and you're the last person on, you can see that the 2 platforms, well, actually, you know what? Both platforms are now rising up again. You can like with your torch just make out across the cars as you like hear and feel the vibrations of the lifts descending. One is coming up seemingly empty. The other one is coming up looking a little bit more dangerous.
Oh no.
That's what I was worried about.
You can
Damn,
see.
I wish I left my pack there.
You can see. Bother, be reasonable. You can see. No, not the sports car. That's gone.
See, even the game wants us to have the sports car.
You can see what looks kind of like an armored transport, something that would be used to carry like high-profile prisoners or money from between locations, and mounted on the roof of it is I'll just see what it actually is a heavy machine gun.
Oh fuck.
All
That's gonna be what Yakub's going out in.
all
In that case, I won't step on the lift. I will stay
Mhm.
on the edge of it as it's going down of the edge of the platform and just wave and just motion to people to keep their heads down. And then Charles, I'll just glance at and glance at my watch as if look at your phone and quickly text him, Yakub's leaving.
I'll pull out my phone and just sort of be like, what am I meant to do about it? Type thing.
I shrug, sigh, put the shotgun across my chest and start walking towards the truck.
Okay. Dr. Charles, are you going to stay on the elevator, or are you going to accompany Mordo? Pardon me?
I'm going to step off the elevator, but I'm going to move like further back, and I'll be like, I just turn around and be like, just in case there's injuries, I need to be up here.
No one argues with you, and 2 more people scurry across to take your places, and then it's actually, you know what, it's already going down, so they wouldn't do that. But there's people like now queuing up at the doors, waiting to scurry across.
Actually, I'd probably try and make it back to the door if I can.
Yeah, sure thing. You-
When I get round the cars, can I see through the window?
They are fully tinted, black. You can see no one inside.
I did bring my drone down, so can the drone see through the window?
Yes,
Who's in it?
3 robots.
Fuck. I'm just gonna quickly send out another comms message and just say, you've got some sort of droid security system on at the moment. It looks like automated defenses, yet holy shit.
They are good too. These are high quality killing machines.
Motherfuck. These are... You think Pim's got armature? These things are insane.
Oh, that could be problematic.
And the vehicle turns over and is beginning to trundle out of its space and is going to leave. What do you do?
So
At the
hang on,
moment.
could I see into the back of the vehicle or only the front?
With your
With
With-
UV, can I see any humans inside it?
you cannot. It is entirely occupied by robots. No human heat signatures detected.
Can I see anything in the back of the vehicle?
Um,
Like lead lined.
the back of the vehicle contains gun controls.
Yeah, okay.
This is a kick-ass machine full of kick-ass robots.
It's
Yeah, okay.
literally just there for home defense.
Meat bags.
Looking at where the gun's positioned, can it get an angle where it can shoot right next to the truck?
It probably can't. I mean, that seems like a design for us. But yeah, I'd say there probably is a blind spot where, like, so this is the truck. It probably can't shoot anybody underneath that kind of a cone. So if you're like right up against the truck, it probably can't shoot at you.
Yep. And if I look
Yes.
down through the grate, can I see any more of that shit coming up?
It's not a great. It's solid metal plate. So you aren't sure.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to do a super risky. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to throw a demo pack here and then shoot it.
Oh.
It's uncharged, unaimed, so it's going to blow through the metal flooring and hopefully disable this entire lift system.
Okay. You have a torch, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So you see the vehicle is about to leave. You have like a fraction of a second to actually act on this. You're processing a lot of information really, really quickly. Just going, it's unoccupied. There's robots. It's leaving. What do I do? Demo pack. Piff. Roll me athletics with strength, or just strength, just to get the distance, because it's not a small thing that you're throwing.
Yep. Ha! 5 and 6.
The
Nice.
moment I see him throw something, I shimmer.
Okay.
Yep. And I assume I'm going to take a target shooting shot because I'm going to be dropping the flashlight in the same moment, drawing the pistol, and the moment it hits the ground, shooting it.
So you're hoping. So Piff. So you aren't trying to hit the vehicle with a demo pack. You're just throwing it as close as you can to
The back
The-
tire, so if I blow up the entire platform below it, it'll fall backwards into it.
Okay. You are 9 meters away from the demo pack.
I'm aware.
That's not good.
I know I'm very close to it, and it's going to have a 4-meter radius of pure destruction, which will go to about here.
You've got to stop blowing up expensive cars, man, honestly.
Hey, you didn't blow up the last one.
But I'm at least safe out of the instantly fatal range.
Correct.
The robots, not so much.
Yep.
Should be interesting. Okay. Make an attack roll.
I don't know why, but I'm mind blanking on what I rolled for that.
If so you are shooting at you are shooting at a stationary object.
Okay, sure. So it's a target roll then.
Yes.
Okay, can you roll 3d6, Alice?
Okay.
Just for the sake of dramatics, I will say that you are throwing it at where you think it's going to land, but just because we aren't perfect, the vehicle will move probably to about like here-ish. Maybe not quite that far, but like the air time for the pack to get to where it needs to be, and the vehicle's in motion, so it's not exactly where you expect it to be, but it's still close-ish.
I mean, it's still within 4 meters.
It's turning, so it's about there.
Yeah, I mean, It's still within the 4 meters, so I'm okay.
That's all good.
That's a 6 and a 4, by
Alice.
the way.
That's
So it's 10 on the dice.
Damn it, turret, stop moving. It's two different assets. I can't help it. So yeah, you toss it.
So, sorry, I would have instantly brought out my telekinetic armor and just dropped to the ground and just shouted down.
Okay. You throw the demo pack. In the airtime moment, you shimmer and yell down, and just drop to the ground. Your fine instincts honed from being around these idiots for as long as you have. Mordo, you line up the shot, squeeze your pistol, and it's almost like time slows down as it's in the air. It flies, barely grazing the concrete pillar that was right next to where you're landing it, taking like a few layers of paint off the wall as it flies by, and then your aim is true, and it hits the demo pack, and that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I knew it.
I knew it.
What do you expect me to do? I have this beautiful map that I have to now destroy on purpose in the map maker. I have no way of anticipating that.
I was so close to seeing the map undisturbed.
Yeah, this is going to be feral.
Yeah.
See, Catalina had hoped for a quiet mission, just a good old in and out, you know?
It was quiet. Upstairs is quiet.
Here's the best thing.
Except for that.
Here's the best thing. At the angle I'm at, if this takes out the vehicle, I can still be undercover as a guard, going, "What the fuck was that?" Because no one can see, because I've turned the torch off and Charles has screamed down, and no one's at the right angle to see what I'm actually doing.
I am so angry that you are right.
I am suspicious that the senator would wonder why the fuck Charles is yelling about down.
That is a hole in Mordo's story. You are correct, but visually, no one has actually seen him do the deed.
No, because it's dark as fuck. He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah. So I'm imagining Mordo that you like ran up to the car, like torch drawn. You like went, okay, torch in this hand, throw demo pack, drop torch facing in the direction of the vehicle. As it's dropping, draw pistol. Take a shot.
I keep this just in case of emergencies.
And then get
Most of my Nerf guns right here.
and then get blown off my feet and thrown 30 meters backwards.
Do a lot of maths between now and next week. So thank you for that. Thank you so much, Chris.
I mean, at least the back half of the truck and the turret is in with the 4 meter absolute obliteration range.
Yeah, that truck would
So's the
flip.
pool.
That truck would flip.
So's the pool.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
okay
the
with
pool's
that.
at the top.
The pool is above the explosion.
Cool.
Sounds like it's out
And then the
design
pool
flaw,
comes in
man.
and then the whole building collapses in.
So the way I'm seeing it, or Mordo's seeing it at least, is no, this is going really fucking bad really quickly. The last thing is we need is more of these drones coming out of that lift. Because I don't know if that lift is going to go up and down and produce another 10 armored cars.
True, you don't.
So I'm going to disable the lift.
The
Okay.
garage. And
I
most of the
need
people
to-
in it.
I drank this in like an hour. I'm gonna pee, but I'm gonna say to everybody, this has been an absolute delight. I will be ready to absolutely destroy your hopes and dreams next week. Alice, if you could please find somebody to raid, that would be delightful. If I come back and there's some streaming, I will say properly goodbye, but I have to pee so badly. I'll be back.
Who are we gonna raid?
Can
Oh,
someone
no,
tell me
I'm
what?
so stressed.
What?
Someone tell
What's-
you.
What's demo charge damage within 20 meters? Because I'm at 9 meters from this thing.
It's bad. I can tell you that much. Give me a sec.
What's your hit points?
32. I think it's 3d10, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't die from it, but you will regret your life choices.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I'm fine with that. If I'm an injured guard, that's fine. That's plenty to help me get away with shit. And I've got a tsunami stim, so we're good.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna just message you, Chris, real quick. On Discord.
Yeah.
Nerd of the West is playing something called In Space Everyone Can Hear You Yell.
Oh.
Seems oddly appropriate. Otherwise, Wisdom Saves are playing D&D. Tavern Crawler is playing Stardew Valley.
Now, a lot of my channels
But Raid
are
Paradox
offline.
Interactive, they're playing City Skyline.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let us raid.
Someone.
Let's raid Nerds of the West. We haven't raided them in a while.
Let's
Some
do
retro
that.
game. On the PS2.
Thanks, guys, for watching us, by the way. I hope you guys have a good
Thanks
night.
for putting up with our
and
shenanigans.
Had fun, and like, oh god, it's great to have people on board for this stress city.
Why can't I have just one nice party where I get to dress up and just
Oh yeah,
be
and
And
thanks,
don't end up in a basement covered in dirt.
thanks for all the art, Kit. I love it. Can I feature it on our page? Is this okay? I love it so much.
Best fan art ever.
I mean, other than my fan art, I'm pretty sure we don't have any fan art. So this is like the first fan art.
This
Like,
is the
that's
I don't know what-
exciting.
well,
It's
the
my new
other
icon.
stream got fan art.
Yeah, no. Ash, in regards to that, just to clarify, because I did have a quick talk with Rory about this, I did fuck up on the hollow emitters for viewers as well. They are not part of my suit. They're actually cyberware, so they're embedded in my skin. So the difference is it can cover the suit, but it can't cover weapons I'm holding.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
All right. Well, now that that is
We can
good,
feature the art.
we've done all the things. What do you say?
What?
Feature the art. What?
Kit says we can use the art.
Heck yeah! I'm gonna feature it. Hopefully I will have time between now and next stream to do that. But yes. Good night, everybody.
if you were-
We're gonna raid now.
good night.
Have a good one. Bye bye. Bye.
See you next